What's up, fellow gamers? Welcome back to my 7 Nights Flashpoint challenge run. It's time for the story mission 11th Hour. Troy Martini is funding our sting operation to free Sten before Que Milieu finishes with the secretive Scourge. We'll infiltrate the crumbling Habstack and then hit the prison basement. So it's a two-part mission here, and we've got to go rescue somebody. We do not have any corrupt insiders to let us go any further, or get any special leverage. That's okay. Here's our squad. We've got our new war machine. Should be decent. Yeah, let's go ahead and have a good time. We are in just short of enemy contact. The lower depths of District 83 are fortified against intruders. Our best point of entry is this old, locked-up elevator shaft. Must use it occasionally if they have something large to bring into the underground. Just the kind of place the Que Milieu would hole up for their little slice and dice. Let's not waste any more time. They could be slicing into Sten right now. So there's the elevator we care about. Elevator shaft is on the far side of the rooftop. Need to find a red key to call the platform up. One of the captains up here must be safeguarding it. Without a hacker, we'll need to find the red key. Yeah, alternatively, you can bring a hacker here and you can hack it open here. Additionally, it turns off these two cameras, but didn't bring a hacker. Ultimately going for a little bit more combat here. Noticing now that as we are hitting power level 6 for our enemies, we've got mostly upgraded enemy types. So we've got one basic grunt, but a chop shop and two grunt captains is definitely a much more upgraded force that is going to be relatively difficult with mostly low level weapons. Now if you path forward and you end up here, I get spotted. I don't know what you're doing either, so I want to get info on you two. You're going to walk away, and so are you, which means theoretically we can, well, actually need to kill one of them, right? So we need to kill Alto, who's there, or Gamma, who's farther away, which means this guy is not important, but it also means we have to find some way to cross the entire map and go fight people, right under the bridge or right up here. So the question I kind of have is, do I want to cross on this side and fight this captain? Do I want to go up here and cross over this way, which does let me get some boxes, but then I got to fight these dudes. I'm pretty sure, since I have to fight around here no matter what, going up this way towards the boxes is correct. Just got to make sure I don't get spotted. The tough thing again is you're at 13 and you're at 14. So if I could go to exactly 24, 23 like this, we actually go between the two, which is cute. It has to be basically exactly 23 to be honest. But the rest is really tough because you can see really far. So how do I do this effectively and cleanly? And there's not an obvious answer to that one. You're right there. You wouldn't see a corpse, but you'd see me if I ran up. I think we just alpha strike this guy and expect you to not see too far, and if it goes badly, we react. So what I want to do is go to here, and by being in cover, my character can lunge out of cover to attack. Normally you can't attack at, anything over 2 meters, but specifically the way this game is built, if you're in cover, your character will step out to take an attack, which is going to be possible here. So we have enough AP to go a couple of times. You see me, that's what I expected. I've got the good club on him, so we have really good damage per swing. First strike is 212. Second strike might be a kill. It is. That's great. I am just outside of your vision cone, and because of this thing, you don't see the corpse either. I'm going to go ahead and do a preview on everyone's movements. This is good enough for me as far as I'm concerned. You're going to walk that way and then turn up. I'm not worried about footstep noises. This is going to be far enough away fighting this guy, if we do it at all. But I'm kind of tempted to try to kill this guy. You're at 12? Oh, I don't have reach. Okay. I'm just going to duck here then, and delaying should be fine. This wall's in the way. I just want the initiative tools in case I need them later on. So next choice is, let's see, how far away are you? Not super close, not super far. Yeah, I can't path through this. This is gated off. But I could go here and shoot a couple of times. That seems reasonable. I have 2 JTAC charges, so yeah, I'm going to walk up here. I'm going to throw a JTAC somewhere like this. Oh, I'm not in it. I griefed. Okay. Walk one more step closer then. Mistakes were made. It's my fault. 2 shots here look pretty good. It's a silenced sniper rifle, so no one's going to see anything. First shot crits. That's great. Standing here should be safe no matter where you go. I'm behind a barricade, so I'm just going to wait and see what happens. And then similar for this crew, basically just stand vaguely in this area. The barricades make everything safe, and we'll just wait till the guards take their turn. This should be decent so far. So delay you. Run you up in a similar boat. Make sure you don't waste any action points. So I'm going to walk you to here. That should still be fine. I have barricades in the way. That's visible. So I'm going to walk even farther up and go here. Actually, you might just grab the box. You're not doing anything else anyway. Yeah, let's put you here. There's still a barricade. I should be fine. Or just to be extra safe, I will stop one short. I'll stop here. And then for sure, I know I'm not getting spotted. That should be acceptable. Rest of the team can delay, and we'll go see what all the enemies are doing. So you're going where I thought. That's in the way here. Oh, right, you found a corpse. I didn't think about that. Okay, yep. I didn't think about the fact that he's going to find the corpse, and so he chose to walk forward on initiative, and then he entered hunting stance, which makes sense. Team should be able to duck if needed. We're fine. Yep, looks like this all looks good. Alright, so we got to find a way to kill this guy. Or at least stop him from reporting. That's looking a little difficult. AR is in range of that dude, and if I get closer, by the way, I do not have enough action points to use my bat effectively. So the play is, I think it's going to be single target first, then full auto. I have exactly 5 AP, so full auto first creates more recoil. So why not instead go for a single target, which is only going to have 2 recoil instead of 26, thanks to the really, really good grip mod I've got. Which means a guaranteed hit, which is pretty solid. And then we'll do what we have to do to figure out the rest of the turn, but for now it's fine. Figure we take the shot. It's a silenced AR. He needs backup. He sees a bunch of people. A bunch of people are now reported. No longer a stealth target. No guaranteed glances, but we do get 3 bullets here. No shred really kind of sucks there. I'm surprised we rolled that badly on damage. You can go for a stun strike if needed. I'm going to yield, or rather delay, and see who else can do stuff first. Yeah, you're going to just run up. You're doing nothing otherwise. So you running up to here is fine. I will probably end up spoofing this body timer, or... yeah, one of them anyway. You are not in range of the guy I want to shoot. That's really unfortunate. So all I can really do is step up to here, take one shot. It won't kill. I want to be outside of vision range so that I get a stealth attack. Since I can stealth crit for triple damage here, that's a pretty big deal. And I can't stealth crit if I am not hidden. So we take this shot, 85% to hit, but, you know, quarter to crit. There's always a chance. We didn't get it. So our only shot here, you rolled low, but I don't want to have you wake other guards up, so I'm going to stun you instead. Get rid of your entire alert here, and we'll pick up the rest later, but there's stun strike. So, of course, nothing special from the security AI, since nobody reported anything. Ooh, that's a camera. I didn't think about that. Panther can maybe... actually, yeah. This blocks enough line of sight that I'm going to be able to duck out to here. Telling me I'm not going to be a danger to myself, which is good. This guy's going to be stunned for all of this turn. Ideally, I like to kill him, though. So I'm going to run up to, like, here, which should be fine. I'm not running through the camera. That's good news. Barely can't see his body as well, which is very convenient. I'm thinking... attacking from there is pretty safe. I don't expect these guards to be too scary. You're walking down there. You're standing around. This should be fine. Switch guns. And we just get a pretty simple strike here. Nothing too scary. Good damage, at least. Static is going to be called upon to go for kills as well here. So let's just walk up and swing a couple of times. You're the farthest forward, so we'll have... okay, that sucks that it was a glance. Which means it's time for the blades. We claw. We get the kill. We get the charge back. We get some action points. All wonderful. I think letting the guards move now is pretty appropriate. We got all the... oh, shoot. You found another corpse? That's bad. He might cut me off, actually. If he moves forward and then turns right, he spots me. Thankfully, he is not turned around. But that's its own concern. I'm kind of glad I waited. I'm going to have Sparklight start. I think camera sees me no matter what. I can't get around that easily. My CK is out of action point, so yeah, it's going to be tough. Would like to suppress your report if possible. And of course, with a sniper rifle, I'm really bad at it. With the pistol, I'm pretty mediocre at it. Can't stealth crit because he's, you know, seen a body and gotten really angry. I'm going to save strike zone for this area when I'm fighting more of the captains. You're going to start moving around. Thankfully, you don't see me yet, but yeah, you're scary as well. Alright, it's your turn to be special. Realistically, I don't have much I can do. I don't want to block a line of sight if I can help it, but I don't have a way around that, really. Actually, this Looks like that's going to block line of sight, so I get to run here and not get spotted, which is kind of great. He's going to hear me, which is not a surprise. Strike 1 is decent. Strike 2 is going to be a stun. Yeah, especially when I roll that badly on damage. So let's go ahead and stun. It's going to burn one of my battery charges, but he needs to be stunned, basically. Both attacks kind of sucked, but it's level 1 bat for you. Doesn't do that much damage. And you're hanging around. Let's see. So that guy's gone. Orbital Assault's too loud. You can go spend an action point to grab loot. What do we get? Nice! We got a level 4 sword, so we are getting better and better and better. For melee weapons, we're piecing together V-chip parts. We need 5 parts to get the new contacts, but we can get new cyberware from these. We're kind of looking forward to that. Alto's going to run on a straight line. Hopefully doesn't find anything scary, but let's go ahead and delay and see what happens. Great. And definitely had to kill more guards than I thought I'd have to, but here we are. He's still debuffed. Next turn is doing more of the same, which is good for me. I have a spare action point, so I'm going to... I think it'll be... Basically, the consideration I'm making here is if I reload first, it's still 6 AP to shoot 3 times. And then I'll have 1 bullet left of the magazine at the end. If I shoot once or twice, then reload, then shoot, I have my accuracy worse, but I think that's slightly better here. So we do the first 2 shots, right? We get rid of all of the recoil penalties. And then I'm going to choose to reload, but it's going to drop my accuracy by 9 because I don't get to, you know, ignore all the recoil. It ended up being fine, but, you know, there is a expected value difference by doing that. I think I can move my war machine forward and it's okay. This camera should turn next turn. Still have to kill... Yeah, Alto ran down that way. Gamma's way over there. What's funny is if we turn back around, we can try to catch Alto out, but you're really far away, and I still got to go up here anyway. And so I think... Maybe I'm wrong. Like, right. If I'm going to choose, I have to choose now. Is the goal run the entire team across here, kill this guy, walk past this guy, figure out where this guy's doing, or can I run my entire team back out this way, catch this dude out? I think the answer is that's the better play. I think the answer is we run the entire team back this direction. Panther running up was useful, but we're going to get this guy who's off by himself, and then we'll hug the left-hand side instead. Grab maybe only 1 box, but that's okay. Take the lower risk options here. Maybe even double back again afterwards, but it is what it is. This body timer is going to run out eventually. Can't do much about that, but otherwise it's fine. Yeah, the team's going to come down here and catch off this guy who's by himself. That seems pretty correct to me. Go to turn 3. No security events. This body timer cannot be accessed. Ooh, I am tempted to try to sneak this box and then get back out. I'm winning on initiative. I can run right back out. I'm agreed. I think I'm fine here. This will hopefully snap. It does. We get another piece of the file chip. We get a nice weapon mod. We get another reflex sight. We get another armor. That blueprint is going to be money. But I think that was worth it. Able to sneak back out. To be safe, I can stop right here. And then Static can pretty easily walk up and swing a couple of times. This guy's dead for sure. Down you go. Yep. Great. Let's have you spend your turn. You're doing nothing. You're going to be walking... Last I saw, you're walking over towards here. We had the look-ahead preview on you in the previous turn, so that should be fine. I got to be careful, though. Static ship is exactly 20, and I can't get around that. I can't... I can't... Oh, no. Darn. I don't have a good way to do a delay down to 9, right? I can't yield, and a delay puts me at 10, but it's still above Alto. I would have to use pre-computed to break that, which is no bueno. Which kind of is what it is. I don't have a way around this. I don't think I had any way to finesse it either. Let's go ahead and spoof your corpse right now. So I'm not going to run up there for that spoof. I'm just going to spoof this one now. I'm pretty sure it's correct. So body timer is faked. It'll stay hidden forever. Let's have these guys delay so they go after everybody else. You're just standing around, which is what we expected of you. Same for you, guarding the elevator. You're walking over. I believe we're all safe where we are. I mean, this... Yeah, there's so much floor there, you're not going to see anything. So that's fine. Do the last delay just because I can. And then you have to do something if you're going to move at all. If I already know what you're doing, which is to run there, I can get pretty close up. and not have to worry about it too much. Obviously, I can't go for an attack, and I've got to hide from this camera, which will sweep back next turn. But I can run to here, and then duck to... Maybe let's duck to here. Or here, maybe. Right? I want line of sight from this camera blocked, which means the truck could be in the way. Like, even that would work. I'd be afraid of you a little bit, and maybe even afraid of you turning around. So I want to be a little bit down. If I'm here, the truck is still in the way. Pretty cleanly. And there's no way you're going to see me behind this barricade. So... I don't get to do much, but at least I can hide. And then you're going to walk up. We're going to kill you for your key. You don't get to see me. Now, what is your initiative roll? Is it good or bad? It's 16, which is above static. I don't know if Panther is getting to go on time or not. I don't know what you're... Oh, no, you're walking back next turn on 16. Okay, we can't really let that happen if we can help it. My CK is very far from changing that, though. He could basically, like, sprint to here and slow you down. But that's kind of all I get. One option is to... Yeah, you're running all the way over. One option could be, if I run here, I am not in line crawler range. The problem is your vision cone is right there. If I risk going to here... I mean, you rolled a 19, so I'm not gonna be safe there either. Yeah, so the tough thing is, you know what I might do? I might run to here. That camera's still scary. If I run to here, I'm safe from the camera. And I should be safe from you. 200 meters should be enough. And I can throw Shadow, like, against this box. And you will spend your next turn running towards Shadow. That should work. I'd like to save it for another turn. Where, like, I can throw a bunch of these guards away. So I think I'd rather do that. At worst, Panther can get in range for some kind of buff, so I'm gonna play for rushing forward, and I know Static rolled poorly, but no, I can't guarantee that Panther rolls well, though, is the problem. We're not escalating, so I can't... Okay, we're just gonna sneak up towards this barricade as everyone else is doing, and, you know, just surely it'll be fine. Worst case scenario, we're not spotted, right? So it's, like, not the end of the world. Everyone rolled poorly. That sucks. That actually really sucks. Okay, this should be safe where I'm standing. But yeah, everyone rolling badly is really poor. Oh well. I'm going to put you here. In case I roll worse on initiative, I'm going to J-Tac right now. That way everyone else who needs to fight can fight. I'm going to aim it basically so that we can use melee strikes on him. That's going to be the spot. I'm not going to shoot. He rolled poorly as well. 7 can run forward and hopefully, likely doesn't, hopefully able to get the team to act on time. Looks like that roll wasn't very good. Okay, he rolled an 18, good enough. So, you're running around. You're running around. Yep, that's the end of your patrol. You are hanging out on your spot. This means CK can run, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to interfere and spike you down to initiative of 10. That's going to be clearly in range, yes. I would like to be in security scramble range of this camera as well. That's a little bit more dangerous with this guy, you know, being a wild card here. But, oh, also the camera's going to see the corpse. Still, it's what I've got. Here's what's going to happen. Your corpse will be found, and it is what it is. If I had a little bit more, I could have scrambled this camera. It would be fine. Again, it is what it is. So I'm going to delay you. It's fine. Right, so Bubbles, turns out, did get a good initiative roll. But I'd really rather rely on these two for all the damage. But I can't yield behind that, so we're in this really awkward spot where I do not love the tools I have. Because he's not going to be good at shredding armor. And I'm really, really relying on having the damage. And the nice thing is, I'm pretty confident that you still have a stun available. Yeah, you have a power slice up, so I can stun if needed. So we're just going to walk here. That's me being well enough hidden. Yep, put you here. Pistol 3 times. First one might crit for good damage. The other ones will just do baby damage, but I've got nothing else going on, so we just try to kill him. There's 90 damage. You're hanging around. You're hanging around. Alright, Static, it's your turn. Let's see. Yeah, camera would eventually see it. Let's see, if I hug the wall, I don't have the hit. Okay. I can, however, get across for 1 action point, and then Crimson Vector as a little bit of free damage. So you see me. It's fine. I could Pulse Generator, but I don't know if I need the minus evasion. I think I'm going to save it. I'm going to put myself here, which should be in attack range, no problem. A little baby Claw Strike, but it's something. And then we're going to go ahead and swing. Strike 1. And, again, camera almost certainly sees the corpse, unless it somehow gets to hide behind this barricade, which I doubt. But very likely kill here on swing 2. Oh, crit and a shred. Definite overkill. That captain was carrying the red key. If we get close enough, we can snag it. Red key is being piped across Static's quantum signal now. Whoever can reach the elevator first with a digital sig can call it up. So we will have enemies being sent toward us, courtesy of this getting spotted. You're out of action points, so just end your turn. I do want to turn this camera off, but the initial rolls are really bad on this. So what I'm thinking I want to do, even though this kind of sucks, is to... I mean, do I really care about this camera seeing me? Sending a second guard toward me is not a huge deal, right? We just let him do it. I mean, realistically, right? We just let him do it. Camera sees second person. We're already escalating. Who cares? We're mostly behind boxes and walls, so this should be okay. We're just going to make some noise. It is what it is. I'd like to bypass whoever I can, but... yeah, and then you can just duck when he walks over this way, so we should be fine no matter what. Maybe famous last words, but I'm pretty sure I'm okay. And then CK, I'm going to put you just behind this box. Actually, no, this sniper might turn around and see. I don't have a way around that one. We're just going to put you here anyway. It is what it is. All right. I'm playing a little fast and loose. We should be okay. Okay, these two got woken up. Getting the sniper out of her spot is actually a good thing for me. And then this guy on the very far side, we have to run through anyway, so this seems fine. Cameras ran past and saw almost nothing. We have 2 tele coming in from a corpse. It's got to be this one. Yep. Attack surge the team. Seems like a good turn for it. Enemies all have initiatives above 10, so we can always delay past them. 10, 9, 8. Those are the scary numbers that you really hope you don't see. You've already ended your turn. You're going to come over. Let's just delay and see what happens. Ooh, can I bypass you, actually? So, it's you two are being sent here and here. You're going to run down like this and go this way. Which means if I just go, I can bypass you. That seems pretty clear like the right thing to do is to not kill this guy. Because why would I care? In your roll is a 16, so I have to get Static to go sooner, because Static would be maybe caught. So I'm going to pre-compute to get Static some initiative. And that will let us keep moving. And get away. Now, you're going to run down to around here. You're going to probably start turning back as well with whatever your initiative is. I should be safe actually standing here. I don't think anyone spots me. So I'm going to end my turn here. Or delay, rather, here. Static's doing something very similar. Put you somewhere like that. That should be fine, actually. You're going to stay in the middle of nowhere. I'm behind cover. It's fine. Sparklight should count as chillin', but just because I'm being a little nervous, I kind of want to be here. No, I should be fine. I'm just going to... Ducking doesn't matter, actually. Your character's auto-duck. It's a force of habit. Earlier in early access, characters would fail to auto-duck if they had no initiative left or action points left in the turn. They eventually fixed that, so... your characters will auto-duck, but still force of habit to duck when I feel nervous about their spot. Either way, we get the team away from this sniper. Perhaps had a J-tack, which maybe was wrong, but it's fine. Okay, you've become suspicious because a nearby guard was suspicious around you. You should count as hidden, and you do. You're over there. That's fine. Have to kill you almost certainly. You're on the way. Again, you don't see us. As long as we don't make loud gun noises, we're fine. You're on the way up to that box roughly as well. And then you're still standing around. Okay, so not bad. You're at 16. You're at 19. Wow, 19 is scary, and I have no initiative tools. I cannot guarantee that you get stunned either. You're just on patrol, and you're going to have to be running towards. Now, the nice thing is, you almost never see us, and you likely won't be able to truly endanger us either. So what I think I'm going to do, because, yeah, well, I can go a little bit closer without getting seen or heard. I can run to here, and then I'm going to duck to somewhere like this. Maybe here, even. Basically, I might need to kill both these guys, so I just want to be somewhere useful, right? Where, yeah, it's actually probably here. And if she runs down, it's not a huge deal. And this guy likely still has more to do down on this side. Ooh, actually, can I bypass him fully? Like, if I'm hanging out here instead, does he just walk down here and not notice? Maybe, right? If I'd look at it, I would know. But I don't, so I don't know. Ducking should be fine here. Static can... Let's turn vision cones on. Static can run to here. And then do similar things. We just kind of duck up to this spot, and it's fine. Sparklet has 1,000,000 action points that I cannot put to good use. Ooh, this is risky to try. Well, I want to grab this box, but there's no way that's smart. If I had a way of quieting my footsteps, I could get there, but getting out is not going to be possible. That's just not real. I really don't want to waste all these action points, but I guess I didn't realize that we couldn't make much progress this turn. Yeah, if I had maybe my stun up, I could have considered, like, charging this guy, going for a stun, and then it would have been fine, but yeah, this is so not playable. It's like, I could strike at you twice and hope Bubbles can finish the kill, but that seems really wrong. I don't want to waste a shock mine if I can help it. AR's in earshot range of 4 people. If I ran like this, I would have 3 strikes here. You'd see the corpse, though, which would be another thing you would report. This seems kind of worth it to me, though, like, legitimately. And, like, my team rolled higher on initiative, so I actually kind of like this. I think this actually does make sense. You'll see the corpse. I don't really care. I actually want to do this. I think this is basically efficient use of action points. So you see me. You're angry. Understandably so. Strike 1. That sucked. Strike 2. Okay, you're definitely not dying, but again, my team still rolled better on initiative, so I don't care. I forgot that level 1 bats kind of suck. So we're getting no damage. So, oh well. It is what it is. I might land crawl this camera because I'm going to be annoyed by it. It's going to make my... No, I need to save it for things like landmines. Okay, so unfortunately we have intruder spotted, so we have more tally coming in. Also, he might not roll well at initiative. He in fact did not. This is the strike zone turn. I should have realized it sooner. But this seems worth it here. 2 can hear the gunfire. That's not good. So it's basically reload and then shoot this guy. Standing here gives me a maybe less obstructed shot. Nice crit. But, yeah, I don't think I made the best choices here. Oh, well. 2 more guards going to be woken up for sure, right? You got told, and you. Okay. You 2 got told to run here. You rolled a 15. You rolled a 13. As long as we vacate this area, because they're going to run to intruder spotted. If we can get to here, you will run toward us this way. Maybe you go that way. You're definitely going to run this way, though. So if we can get to this box, we're actually fine. I chose to not turn off the camera, and look what happened. Okay. I'm going to start by going here. I'm going to go here, swing the bat once. And then if he's low, we claw. If he's not low enough, or he's already dead, it is what it is. Strike 1. Okay, that's actually good for me. Because it means I can claw. Claw kills. I get 1 action point back, which is fun. I get to walk to here. Because why not? I can't reach you for the amount of action points anyway. So I get to go here. Grab the loot. Not the most useful. Is what it is. My character won't leap out from there, looks like. So I've got to get somewhere where it tells me I'm in bat range, which is right about here. I'm not in range otherwise, right? So you have to go here. Okay, I'm in range. I should be safe from you, to be honest. The fun part is I get to claw 3 times, and it's pretty good damage. Actually, might even kill. Oh yeah, it's looking pretty likely here. Looking really likely here. Thank you. 0 action point claw attacks. I got 4 this turn. Yeah, claws are pretty decent. Getting to kill a guard for 0 AP. Yeah, sure, it's on a 3-turn cooldown. One-shot a guard for 0 AP is a really good 3-turn cooldown. Yeah, it cost me like 5 talent points. Still good. Darn, I wish I didn't generate the tally from that, because they're going to escalate, and I didn't want that. Need to get away. Honestly, I think actually this camera triggering is good, because it means that you will also be sent towards here. And that actually means even fewer enemies will be able to spot us. So I'm in fact just going to run right here. This camera, right? Now that there are 2 reports here, every guard on the map is going to be told, run to this location. And we'll be gone. So it'll be fine. Just got to make sure everyone else gets out to safety. You standing there should be okay. Camera sees me. Oh no. The escalation itself is unfortunate. Okay, you're just patrolling. But you will be sent there afterwards. Sparklight should get to around there. That should be relatively safe. Let's go see what all the guards do. You're running over to there, exactly as expected. He's going to hunt, and thankfully chose that direction. I guess that was not a guarantee. Oh, you're going to the body timer. Right. Cool. Wait, then somebody else should be sent, right? I could have sworn someone else should be sent to this part where someone got spotted. Let's delay, see what happens. Okay. Yep, you're just running to where this person got seen. Alright, well, we're kind of chilling. That's really not too bad. We can bypass you. I do care about this camera seeing me, to be honest. But I know I don't know what you're doing. I might throw smoke to make sure I'm safe. I also need to hope there's not reinforcements coming in. I'm going to send most of the team forward, but I have to understand that, I mean, his patrol route should not be going this way. There's a chance it does instead of going that way, though, so there is some risk. I'm going to have you finally line crawler this, because I actually care about what that looks like. And then my smoke screen still costs 1. And so to be safe, I'm going to run right behind my guy. I'm going to smoke screen this direction. That's not great. You're not in the smoke screen. Yeah, it's really not great. Thankfully, your initiative is just good enough that look ahead will save you. But mistakes were made. Whole team goes over here. Should be fine. I think they do need to put an indicator for the smoke screen radius. Just that visual is not enough, in my opinion. They've gotten that feedback, though. We'll see if they ever do it. Alrighty. So, you're fine where you are. Maybe we can keep moving the team this way. I have no initiative tools, but I can stay in smoke and it's not a downside. You're still hunting. You're going to walk to here and then... basically stand in the smoke for a bit. Could have maybe gone 1 AP lower, like to around here, but it's fine. Basically, I can always leave the smoke if I need, but I want to know... I just want the information before I spend the action points. It's kind of free upside to wait and see what they all do. So, you're just on your patrol, you turn, and nothing happens. Great. It does seem pretty inconsistent when guards will be alarmed over smoke and when they won't. I guess the center of smoke is behind cover, so it doesn't count for him. I could buy that. Something that counts as a ground level effect is all covered by this. I mean, it's still probably not working as intended, right? Guards don't notice smoke, maybe because it's in partial cover. Let's get his name. Gamma. Gamma turned and looked directly at my smoke screen and didn't register it as odd. This might be due to cover blocking his view of the origin, but that's just a guess. All right. Either way, once this report goes through, I'll move on. He is sadly going in a direction I don't want him to go to, which is sort of toward my team and with a chance of, you know, flanking me essentially. But I can get most of my team to around here, which is good news. And I don't know if we can quite get out next turn, but in 2 turns we'll get it for sure. Yeah, he's going to get a lot of vision that way, though, which is definitely not ideal for me. Might have to stop there. Because if he rolled... Yeah, he rolled a 20, which means on 20 he's going to be up there looking this way. And if I can't get all the way hidden, which is looking not possible, I can't do more than this. So I've got to end my turn here. They're going to run towards the site of the intruders, which makes total sense. I'm going to run you here so that you can get behind this box and not get spotted. That'll be fine. There are basically no more unknown unknowns, so no big concerns. And then similar here for Bubbles, make sure you're not running through his line of sight. Not the fastest runner, but you should still be okay. This actually really isn't ideal. This is not... Ooh, I don't love that. Okay, I'm going to put you back behind this as well. Put you here, which should be fine. Hope it's enough. Line crawler bounced, which is kind of nice. Took off the other camera. Team is fine here. I think he's standing, but he's fine. Okay, so I can make it onto the exit, no problem. And if you can make it, everyone else can make it. So I'm basically just like gut checking, like, yes, I can make it to the exit. What's funny is it's still pathable, in case you wanted to know that. That's fine. These guys almost certainly can't reach me as I skip forward their hunting paradigms. Need to get rid of this landmine. Spend 2 AP walking up here to open the door. Elevator's been called. Time to drop. Alright, so your turn is done until 17 next turn. I'm not worried about it. Cyberknight goes here. I guess I'll delay to be really safe, but it should be fine. Looking around. Looking around. They're hunting around the locations of where they found stuff. We gave them the slip, though. We got our stealth going. And do I care that you can see me? Not at all. We are making it, and I'm just not worried. This blooder's too far away. We're getting out. He doesn't see me for long enough anyway. You're done. Skip your hunting. Let's go sprint. Off you go. He sees movement. I don't care. We already checked that you could go far enough. You totally can. He sees more intruders. I still don't care. Here we go. It might be a bumpy ride down, and it's going to get even bumpier at the bottom, so stay sharp. We did happen to have to skip 1 box, but honestly, that's totally fine. We're out. Alright, part 1 went pretty well. It's time for part 2. It doesn't get easier. District 83 Depths. Sten is held in a prison cell somewhere in the depths. The prison is too far underground to know much more. The depths. We're way below the towers now. That's a lot of concrete over our heads. Let's focus on the problem right in front of us now. We're close to Sten. Time is running short. You can feel it in the air. We'd better move. So here's you. Here's our Scourge. Something's not right. You're close enough now that I can say there isn't a Que Milieu surgical suite down here. They aren't slicing Sten up. They're holding him for someone. It isn't some random pickup. They had Sten's numbers. They're holding him for Warner Braun. Bust Sten out and extract before this all goes to hell and back. Yeah, that's the goal. Here's the squad. Turn off vision cones for now. So we need to get from here to here. There is a door panel right here. Open the door. There's some loot boxes, which, you know, I love. There's a pressure sensor to slow us down. And there are these 2 cameras that we can certainly run by, right? This is a viable path. We could go up this way as well. If we wanted to go all the way around the map, we can go up here. We can go down this way, and then we can come through. We can try to go through the middle and turn off some cameras and go up these stairs. We can hug the right-hand side. Maybe even we can actually duck under this camera. They have blind spots. It's intentional. And kind of come up this way. Of course, we don't know any guards outside of 40 meters, so, you know, we don't know all the information. But if we look, we see you're going to walk away, and you're going to turn to the left, which means delaying is really good for us. Might as well tactical surge, because of course I should. And of course I have no leverage, because of course I don't. Let's hit a few delays, and see what's happening. You turn off to the left. And delay, and you're going to walk over that way. So you get a little bit of, you know, space to work with. Not a ton, but some. You are going to be still heading out that way, and you're going to turn back. So I've got to make sure I'm not in this area. Thankfully, I can run far enough to not be in this area. So I'm going to start by going here, just get some info. I'm outside of footstep range just barely. But I want to know where other guards might be. Here we go, we start getting information here. The captain over there rolled a 16. We've got a blooder here at 21. Yikes. I'm going to go a little bit closer, get a bit more info. More guards. Okay. So one up here, one up there. These guys up here shouldn't matter too much. Don't know what you're doing. And you're... I mean, the fact that you're at 21 is really scary for me. Let's see what you two are doing. You're going to run right toward us, which is a problem, especially with your initiative being good. And I want you to not be able to report me, but how do I deal with that when you're directly facing me? If I go here, it's kind of okay, but no, I mean, you rolled a 19. I can't do much. Okay, well, you're not scary, and you're not scary. You're too far away, and I've got a bunch of stuff in between you and me. If you walk down like this, it might be bad. Let's see. If you're running right toward me, can I efficiently kill you? Maybe, right? Like, I might have to come back down to here. But it actually, if your way to look here is turning this direction, though, I get spotted if I'm standing, like, here or something. So is it at all possible to, like, properly hide from you? And I can't yield down and see if Static can get a stun strike out, because I don't have the... I can't do enough, like, predictions here. Alright, if I stand here, I'm outside of your vision cone for sure. You can see a little bit, so I gotta be careful about how much, you know, who goes where and how much I duck, but... And then also, I have to get really kind of far up. Like, I think here is safe, but... This is... The whole thing is kind of yikes. And you rolled an 18 because of course you did. I have a little bit of time with you. Like, you're stuck for a bit. There's enough cover that standing here is okay, unless you literally go exactly right here and look down, which should be really unlikely. We can let you run in, which is going to be kind of required. So I'm going to let you run in, which is going to be right about here. You should not have line of sight on my Cyber Knight hiding here. We see more guards. Sure. Okay, there's one up there. Got it. I'm thinking first J-Tac needs to happen. Ideally, it's Sparklight and Static getting stuff done. I want to make what progress I can, but I also need to understand that my attack range, 18. And I want to walk this way. So if I'm, like, here, for example, within 15. If I'm here, that's, like, kind of playable. Okay. So I'm, no matter what, at least walk into here. But also, because we're going to use J-Tac, and I want the melee strikes to work, I'm going to aim it somewhere like this. I can aim it here and get my sniper, or I can aim it here and cover more ground in, like, other fights. I want to be able to melee him, and then also, like, cover other fights. I'm going to do it like this. No, I'm going to do it like this. That should be fine. I'm going to yield, because the bat's going to do better against this guy. I only get one strike, which kind of sucks, but... Let's see, who has more ammo? I think Static has more shots here. Ultimately, you're going to be fine standing up here, I'm pretty sure. If you roll a 14, you're going to be fine. Yeah, I'm going to run here. I'm going to get heard. But I get to swing once. And Static should be able to stun. So it should be no problem. Hello, you can see me. I'm an intruder. Did I really walk too short? Oh, I'm so bad. Oh, I'm so bad. Okay, if I have to go for some kind of stun, I will. But I just griefed and just shorted my movement. Okay, there's a 1 down there. I'm in range this time. I'm such an idiot. My fault. My fault. My fault. At least I have 3 charges here. I'm going to stun you, so that you can't report me. Ooh, great crit. If I had shredded, I had a chance to kill with claws, but these are not going to do enough damage. There's no way these 3 strikes kill. I will use 1. It's literally free, and I get, you know, 1 charge back anyway, so it cost me nothing to try that. Note to self, try to use Ripper Blades at least once every single turn if you have all 3 charges, because it costs you, again, nothing to try. As I kick myself, I'm going to go ahead and stand right here, and then have a more chance to be useful next turn. You should be able to see me. That's not... Oh, actually, no, this should be fine. We should have line of sight here with a sniper. So you're done. Bubbles can now strike because... I mean, he can. It's a surprise target. He's going to look half decent. If I crit, he might die. Not a crit. Attempt number 2. We crit, but it's no longer a stealth crit, so he's not dead. I am hunted because I'm far enough away that he doesn't have direct line of sight, is, I believe, the rundown there. Could be wrong about that. It is relatively common to get hunted when using a sniper rifle while shooting somebody. I don't know all of the conditions, but if you're not too close by, you often end up as hunted, not spotted. So no one could report anything yet. I could feel it. Someone was coming. It's oppressive down here, not just because the tower is piled above us. Prepare to move quickly. Something is not right. Take me to Sten. We need to end this quickly. Our timeline just accelerated. Yeah, I'll say so. So the Warner Braun were bounty hunting for the Brock clan when they picked Sten up. Well, I guess the Que Milieu in this case. They just saw him as a big payday, I'm sure. If that Brock executioner reaches Sten, our rescue target will be dead. Need to move as quickly, but as quietly as we can. Once the executioner realizes a Cyber Knight is in play, they are not going to slow walk this anymore. As long as they are unaware or suspicious, they will walk. Once alert, they will sprint. Well, welcome to our new enemies. We've got this Brock executioner here. 1,000 health, 75 armor. They've also got mecha infantry here. Power level 6, so pretty strong there. 4 protection points, by the way. Good luck shredding all that. And then, you know, the normal stuff, AWB Firecom. And the Assault, which are, you know, more normal enemies, but yeah, that's going to be, or at least can be, a problem. I have no look aheads except for knowing what you're doing and hoping that you're not going to be a problem. Bubble sniping is reasonably efficient here, to be honest. It costs you 3 AP, but if you don't min-roll your damage, we can let our melee characters actually move, which is pretty valuable. I'm going to take the shot. Wow, you suck at this. Okay, well, I'm going to run up to here and shoot. I should still be safe against this Blooder who doesn't walk that fast. Shoot with 1 action point, let the team move up from there. Should be acceptable. It's not a guaranteed hit, but it's 3/4. Cool. His gun goes flying. Alright, well, we got rid of that guard. You're not scary. You're going to walk up, and we can try to find a way to deal with you. I'm tempted to throw a second JTAC down right now. Somewhere around here. Want to make sure the circles don't overlap. You really don't want that. So I think this was the JTAC circle, so that means the edge is here. And so I'm going to aim it like this. That should be fine. Somewhere like that should be very reasonable. Maybe even farther up, actually. If you're walking up 6 AP, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to attack you from like right around here. So even like this, that should be functional. Let's put it there. Six steps, rather. Not. Well, actually, no, it would be 6 AP, technically. Yep, so they ended about where I thought they would. Lined up pretty well. You cannot stun. You would have 0 AP left. I should wait to see where the guard captain goes, though, so let's go ahead and be chill. Somewhat similar for you, though I'll have to probably go for a stun strike to slow you down. Unless Panther gets the kill, which is possible. I will have her go late to get that information. Please don't be a complete pain in my side. Please, 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 please. Okay, you found a corpse. Not great. It's fine. He's going to investigate toward the corpse. We can hopefully bypass him. You're walking over there. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, no, you see me. Shoot. I did not expect that. That is such a problem. That is such a problem. Oh, this is going to go horribly. This is going to go horribly, horribly, horribly. You must be killed? And you rolled a freaking 18? We have to kill you just because we have to kill you. I'm gonna... Do I care if I slow you down? Does it matter if I slow you down? How do we kill this guy? I'm gonna get a shot or two from the sniper, but I use so many bullets that I don't have a lot here. Oh, this sucks so much. Oh my gosh. Okay, how do we... I've got to plan out like a lot in the future here. So, let me check guns real quick. You've got an assault rifle, you've got the urban assault. So they have good range guns, and it's noisy at 20 meters, which, to be fair, he's going to hear. And they're going to be really sad about gunfire. I think they might still walk, but, like, it's still scary. They are not on the same, like, sec AI as these folks. What that means is, I'm going to have to shock mine this. I'm not sure yet. I'll go at the very end. I mean, you rolled a 14, so I'm not worried about you for a little bit. Right? I very likely win that initiative roll. So I think the plan is silenced ARU, hope we high roll the damage. It's possible. We're in JTAC. I don't have strike zone and stuff till next turn. These guys are not guaranteed to be aggro. You need to die. You're going to wake too many people up. You have to die. Or at least be stunned, but ideally die. My CK should have a decent chance at knocking you out. It's 2 strikes. I can stun if I have to. And I got a pistol shot as well. Even if you report intruders, I'd probably stun you. So I'm not worried about you at all. I'm concerned about you rolling an 18 and walking up, because you are going to investigate this corpse, which means you're going to find my people. So no matter what, you have to be interference spiked. I think that's just a guarantee. From there, you're pretty far, but you might get woken up. Nah, you haven't been walking. You're fine. And I don't know what you're doing, but I'm gonna hope that you're okay. I can't control everything. I'm just gonna walk out here. I hope the camera doesn't find me. It might. You see me. You're angry. First strike looks really good. 98. Oh, that is huge. Okay, that's nice. I'm gonna delay the CK again, so I can use other tools as needed. Yep, you're not going very far, and the rest are just going to be kind of hanging out. Alright, you have an assault rifle. Don't want to shoot... Oh, no. We can go like this and say, no, only shoot one person. Let's see, you're 20 meters away, which means if I walk out to here, you don't hear the gunfire anymore. Which I think is very clearly a good thing for me. So I go back one step. I'm still in JTAC. I can go single target first, because again, no recoil. You will find the corpse, but that's way better than what else we had going on. Full auto's not a guaranteed kill. Single target's looking nice. Okay. First shot. Gonna look pretty good. Right, and again, no one else uses the gunfire. It's just you. First shot. Some damage. Sure. Full auto. Unless I miserably low roll, you're dead. Didn't low roll. He finds a corpse. He's angsty because he found a corpse. Of course, you know, I would be too. But he rolled a 12. Sparklight rolled a 16. And you're just guarding. We're okay. We're okay. We're okay. That's okay. That's a normal ability that this guy uses. Just buffs armor. It's fine. Yes, it means now they have, you know, functional damage and vulnerability. That's how that goes. Yes, these are really scary units. They make your team invulnerable. Good luck. Ooh, you can see... You might see me. That's... This should be fine. I can run past that and it shouldn't be a problem. This is in division code for too little for it to matter. Bubbles can do similar. We'll be okay. This should be fine. Just barely, but it was okay. And then we're going to hug this wall. We do have 2 corpses spotted and reported by this guy. I thought. So we probably are going to see 2 different guards sent this way. Just going to hope it's not you. Just going to hope that it's not you. I'm going to put you in cover so that if you do spot somebody, it's not going to be me. Well, at least the character who, you know, the game ends if they die. But yeah, you're going after everybody else, so we should be all right. Orders received. You have been sent. That sucks. You're going to spot people. Probably. I assume. Oh, that wall. That wall is huge. That wall is an absolute game saver. Okay. That's nice. You're going to walk this way. So as long as I get the team out of this area into like here. And in fact, even you are looking the wrong way. We love to see that. So Panther can wait. This camera doesn't move. You're just patrolling back and forth. You're a regular guard. You've got to run out here. Yep, that'll be too little time in the vision cone for it to matter. Off you go. Inside of JTAC, sure. And you're seemingly going to keep walking towards this corpse, right? Like, you're clearly angling towards that corpse, so you're going to go there. Unaware. No other guards have information. Yep, okay, cool. So Bubbles can go do the same thing. Run over here. Bypass all this. I'm in the cone for too little time. Alright. Let's call that phase 1. Phase 1 complete. We killed 3 guards. And until... Where was it? Until this corpse gets spotted, which I can fake the body timer for next turn. We're kind of chilling. You're ending your turn. You're just kind of hanging out. And you're going to keep walking. Slowly, slowly walking. We're okay. The guards hang around. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. Let's go ahead and let you make your move so I know what's going on. You're going to run towards that corpse, which makes sense. And hunting is going that direction, which is good news for me. Great. Alright, so escalation happens next turn. Now, metagaming, I actually know that the escalation spawns landmines around here. But by not metagaming, I don't know that. Now, if I kill you, you're going to turn, and you have a good shot at seeing the body through this line of sight here, which means I would rather not kill you, and instead just run out this way. Considering I know all your movements, I know that you are only ever going to turn up this far, which means as long as I'm, like, here, I don't get spotted, and you're useless. That's kind of good news. I also don't know what's up here. Metagaming, I know there's guards up here. But not metagaming, I should still never go too far in a single move. It is always wrong to go... I would say, like, if you're the person in front of your team... Oh, this camera sees me. Okay. I have to cut this really tight to not get spotted. That's fine. Okay. The game tells me I'm not getting seen. It did not lie. Hey, look, there's some guards. Their rolls are pretty high, but they should be fairly stagnant. I'm thinking, though, standing around here seems pretty acceptable. That seems fine to me, right? You're going to walk farther away. You rolled a 14, but Sparklight didn't roll high enough. Darn, okay. We have to kill you because Sparklight can't make progress. Unless we leave him behind, but there's a lot of guards here that I kind of want to kill. I think I have no choice but to run up here anyway, and... Well, no, if I don't run up, though, I have pistol shots. I don't think I can kill you yet. And I also shouldn't waste action points. I should make progress, so... Even though I'd like to pistol you, I can't do it now. I've got to walk up here. No JTAC, but it is what it is. And Static is going to be in a kind of similar boat here. Where I've got to make sure I duck past this camera effectively. Looks fine. And then similarly, run up to... That should be okay. It might not be. I guess we'll have to see. Or we just shoot. Or something. Let's just stand here. It's fine. You can't hear me. That's important. And we're okay for now. Escalation happens, and we get landmines. What did I say? Now, it's worth noting that all but one of those landmines can be pathed around without them hitting you. You're patrolling. Don't care. Oh! You did not do what I thought you were going to do. You switched your movement. Okay. Thankfully, guards who are not angry when they turn and find a bad guy end their turn and go, I spotted you, and then end their turn. So, we're okay for a brief moment, but that wasn't ideal. But yeah, this landmine can't be pathed around unless you go around to here, and then you would have to, like... I don't think you can path through this area, but you can path through this. This is connected. So you can, like, go up this way to here, around, and then, like, up here, or just turn this landmine off, which is, like, clearly the right choice. Of course, you can't dodge the pressure sensor, so that's still some tally, but I have security scramble, and I have, where is it? I have line crawler, so I have, like, I can take the landmine down once, and then once again, and we just trigger that, and it is what it is. Usually the way I play this mission out. You're a little scary, but we're mostly hiding from you. Might need to move static up a bit, or we take the shots. Do I feel good about taking this fight? I think I do, actually. I think between... Well, actually, static doesn't have anything but a loud gun. So am I going to 3-hit you? Not reliably. I gotta move static to safety, then. Also, this camera's gonna be annoying. You've gotta... Man. Ah, it's annoying. One thing I want to try, actually, in some future time I play this mission, is to play the first turn really, really, really loud, trigger the cameras a ton, and make the game send all the guards towards here and try to sneak through this way. It might work, I don't know. Alright, so here's the dance. Static's weapon is loud, right? She's got a bat and this assault rifle, and the assault rifle is not silenced. So she can't deal with these without making a bunch of noise that wakes up other guards, which I don't know if I want. Like, I don't want you and you to be sent back toward me, right? That said, I wouldn't mind pulling these guys away from the prison cell and making them easy to fight, so it's not the end of the world. Other thing is, action points are at a premium, because we're at a race against this person. Not even just reaching here, but if she gets here, I have to fight her on the way out. And that's not going to be good against, you know, this team, right? That's way too much damage for me. So what that means as well is, like, how do I get everything covered, right? How can I kill you cleanly? I don't super care about the camera, though it's kind of important. I don't want to... Yeah, I guess just this camera sees me. It is what it is. Panther, he just has to keep delaying. You guys can walk around. You're just guarding. You're walking. Alright, Bubbles. This does not feel like a strike zone turn. Actually, ooh, it might be. This seems like a pretty good strike zone. Both these kills, I think, are important. I have J-Tech back next turn, which is okay. The important thing is just this kill actually happening, I think. You're debuffed, and I get a few shots, and we're just going to go for it. I would like to crit. My crit chance is actually pretty good here, 55%. Not critting any kind of sucks. Take the reload, keep shooting. Wow, how do you crit none of those? That's 1 in 8. It's actually even more rare than 1 in 8, because crit chance is 55%. Is what it is. Am I willing to do this? Not right now, no. Let's take a step back just to be safe. I can still step out from cover to get the shot. I just want to be really safe from when you turn. Yeah, you would see the spot. And I might have cared about that. Ooh, okay. This I kind of like. You're in the cone. You're in the cone. We're getting both these kills. Right? We said that was going to happen. Let's just go. No one else hears the gunfire. And even that camera won't see the corpse. So let's try to knock him down. Great. Thank you, Strike Zone. Thank you, everything else. Let's go make some progress. And what I'm tempted to do, by the way, is to slow play this a bit. Like, maybe I don't knock this proc spine down, at least not right away. I mean, there's no guards who are close to seeing me. We're pretty far away for now, so I think standing here is okay for this moment in time. Bubbles has J-Tac back in next turn, which I would probably use to fight these guys. You're also a bit scary. Turn the vision cones on. That's not too bad. We'll cut that in time. You rolled a 15, which is not too bad either. If I crouch to here, there's no security events, which means we can let these guys take their turns for sure. Not have any worries about it. And then deal with everything else later. And what I'm tempted to do as well, maybe on this turn actually, is scramble this pressure sensor so that we still have line crawler for this prox mine. But that way, I don't have to spend the AP next turn, and we don't generate more security events. So we'll turn that off. It's down for 2 turns. You can end your turn. Static can go do very similar things right now, which is run to here. I'm in vision for too little time for it to matter. Let's equip the bat just to be a little bit safe. Let's duck and end next to our boy. Look, you standing right there looks fine. This guy hopefully walks closer to us. If not, we still have we'll have stun back next turn. And the Cyber Knight, yeah, has it as well. Okay, so we should be able to like run up and stun at worst, and it's also a tactical surge turn, which is really good. So Bubble's gonna like run up to like here, throw down J-Tac. We're gonna go for a fight. Then these three are gonna come out together. It looks playable. 2 Tyler for quantum interference. Right, no events. You're looking around. Please don't get too close to my sniper. Got a little scary, but we're okay. Defend the asset. You are staying there, which I don't like. Oh well, we can still run to you. I might have stun strike back. I don't remember. Ooh, you found a corpse? Okay. I don't believe seeing a corpse is enough to turn her angry. Or is it? Oh, no, it is. Oh, we're in alert. Okay. I forgot. Seeing corpses makes VIPs get angry. I forgot about that. That's, yeah. At least it seems to. That's what happened. I'm going to send, I don't know if it's a bug or not. I'm just going to send it. Not sure if bug. VIP saw a corpse and turned alert. Maybe this is intended, but the Brock Executioner walked up and saw a dead guard, which was enough to turn her full alert. Again, might be intended. I think it is reasonable, like, you know, in lore, essentially, diegetically, to be like, yeah, so she saw the corpse of a guard here and decided that that was enough of a reason to, like, go into combat mode. Look, I buy that, right? It's, like, not an unreasonable thing. But it means her entourage is all alert, which means I'm really gonna need smoke and for some of my team to hide in here. Oh, this is gonna get just so incredibly spicy. I have smoke screen up, which is good. I'm gonna need that. But these people are freaking invulnerable. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. I do want to kind of J-Tac around here. The reason to do it would be then to fight these guys off more reliably. Oh man, how am I going to play this out right? This is going to be so tough. So, the reason I'm thinking about it now is if I want to use J-Tac on this area, he's got to cast it now and throw it down here. Yeah, basically here so they can fight. But it means I want to have it for 4 turns, which I'm maybe not willing to part with. It means I won't have it for this fight at all. And I might really want it for that fight. I don't need it desperately for these guys, right? Another thought is, can I get myself to like a good position? Obviously, I got to turn this mine off. But okay, so I think the game plan is still to rescue the Scourge, so I can have his gun and his tools. And it means I think I want to wait like 2 turns to actually like take the stand, take the fight. I kind of want to bring my team over to here. That's a little bit tough to do, but I still kind of want to do it because that way I have good cover. I can dance around. I can make their lives really miserable. I can come out, take a shot, come back around. Like, it's a pretty good spot to fight from. I can only get to here during this turn. If I get caught in Overwatch, I'm really sad. But it is a pretty good spot to fight from. The other consideration to think about is, yeah, it's got to be this, right? So it's not J-Tac till we hold our ground. And I think we're going to hold our ground in under 4 turns. Am I, though? Am I going to fight in exactly 4 turns from now? I also... I kind of feel like we're fighting, like, now, is the thing. You're closer, you could walk up and shoot me pretty easily. You at least have only a shotgun. This guy, though, this Firecom, has an yeah, he's an Urban Assault, so also not super long range. But they're all armored, which sucks. So one other consideration, by the way, is Tactical Surge is up this turn. What's funny is, yeah, J-Tac and Tac Surge come back up again, both on turn 9. So I think this is actually a good J-Tac turn. Weirdly, I want to put it almost somewhere like this. It seems kind of stupid. But it lets me use my assault rifle well. Oh man, how do I want to play this turn out? I'm just sitting here like, what is the best approach? I don't think I can wait until turn 9 to actually fight back. And like, I mean like fight back well. Yeah, I have high quality cover here, which is really helpful. But I'm sure I still take a hit at some point. And this guy is really hard to kill with high quality armor. You're even harder to kill with high quality armor. We don't kill you effectively without, you know, burning through your tools here. I get to walk here and shoot if I'm under a tactical surge. I'm thinking it actually is something like this. And we're just going to start fighting. And we'll fight again a little bit later. I'm going to delay. You are useless. Sparklight is going to have to knock down this landmine so we can make forward progress. I am unfortunately low on a lot of tools here. Ammo is one of them. I will probably use drugs. But for now, let's tactical surge. We clearly hit the team. That's good news. And I'm going to run for this play. I have to go for a stun strike first hit. 4-turn cooldown kind of sucks, but I'm not going to get back in the range for more for a while. So I think it's a run up, stun. Ooh, you know what I really want to do is get this guy to safety. Okay, I'm going to go here. I should have more than enough action points to then close the gap and still stun. Okay, let's start here. You see me, I don't care. You see me, I don't care. Who the hell are you? Closed blocking access. Who the hell are you? That's not something we're going to talk about right now. There are too many ears. You don't say. We're here to spring you before you get killed. That's what matters right now. All we're talking about is exits. The situation is changing rapidly above you, so here's what I've got. There's an exit right there. Head for the old cargo tunnel. There's also, by the way, an exit that is right here through all these guards. That is, unsurprisingly, unlikely to be something I do. The cool thing is, though, I've got a shotgun. And my shotgun has, like, okay-ish armor shred, which means I might actually kill this guy. Wouldn't that be nice? You didn't shred. Try again. You didn't shred. Try one more time. Damn, you suck at your job. That's twice in a row I lost 3 coin flips in a row. That's too bad. Anyway. He rolled above this guy in initiative. Am I willing to not bother stunning him? If I don't stun, it means this guy gets... No, I mean, look. This guy's going to get sent my way no matter what. There's just no way, right? He's going to run toward me no matter what. Everyone else here is already alert, so what am I waiting for? Like, what else am I hiding from? Which means I'm just going to walk up. And look, because Sten rolled better than he did on initiative, we could just do a regular strike. And it's fine no matter what. Yeah, it's not a kill, but it doesn't change any of the outcomes here. Static can now do her best. Let's make sure we hug the wall enough to not trigger the landmine. That should be fine. Hello. I'm going to go 1 regular strike and then make sure I can claw enough as needed. First strike was not great. You have a lot of health left. I'm going to go for another bat strike here, and then I'm going to go for claws. Okay, now I can claw. Basically, I don't know. I'm being probably slightly too precious on claw cooldown. All things considered. But that was like what the thought process was. Do I care that someone hears gunfire? Not really. I'm thinking just fall out of here is acceptable. I don't want to waste the action points. Lumen Spear is almost worth it, but... Again, both these guys rolled higher on initiative. Actually, no. If I kill you, there's no escalation. That's worth. A little bit of recoil, a little bit of range problems. Not a ton, though. It doesn't matter that you hear gunfire. You're already in combat. It's a lot of bullets, but I think it's worth it. Actually, no. You're in combat, so I gotta make sure I'm safe. Okay, then what's the right way to make sure we don't get an escalation? It could run up here and I can just claw. I guess that's fine, right? Run up and claw is acceptable. I guess it's acceptable. I guess. Sure. I mean, he'll die. Yeah, it's worth it. Strike 1. Strike 2. Took all 3, but he'll die here. I think one of them was a glancing hit. My first 2 were glancing hits. That sucks. Yeah, that's why I got so little damage. Either way, though, got what I came for. Alright, we are for sure in a combat scenario. So my goal is be in cover, be in JTAC, shoot a shot. Right? That's just like, that's what I've got. I've got cover, that's useful. I can step out from cover to pop a shot off, that's useful as well. 88 to hit. Shred chance kind of sucks. I got some crit, a little bit of damage. That's all you've really got. Sparklight does not have line of sight in these guys, not easily. Okay, so what I could do, I want a line on both these characters, but that's really tough. Okay, if I go here, I have a line on both of you. But the thing is, I can't full auto without reloading. This would also cost me 1 action point. Might want to save it for a turn where I have like all my shots available, right? Like, and I can cleanly reload. So what I think I want to do is go here, spend 1 action point, shoot once. 27 to hit is 27 actually is fine. Okay, we're here. We're in JTAC. This shot looks decent. A little bit of damage. I can reload safely. Still have 2 AP left, and I can stand. Ooh, this is not. This is high cover, but it's not line of sight blocking. This is though, and he can. If I'm like here, he'll step out from the side to shoot, which seems acceptable. So, yeah, if I'm here, you don't have a shot on me, right? I'm just like safe. So this puts both of my teammates. This puts basically everyone in a spot where they cannot just be fired upon. This guy's gonna run at me, but he's not gonna be in combat at the start, right? He's gonna run while suspicious, and that's just not the end of the world. All right. Fatality reported. Yep, sure. Some tally. I think for the most part, my best play is to wait and see what these guys do. Of course, this guy's not going to be a very good combatant with what he's got. It's going to be really relying on my 3 gunners. My shotgun's going to be kind of bad as well. We see what happens. We have interference spike for an Overwatch break. We've got strike zone in 2 turns, which is not too far away. The Panther has probably the worst combat tools for a fight that's this far away. I can't even get over here without landmines hitting me, so it's really kind of messed. Static in a slightly better spot. I can maybe get in for a pulse generator. I mean, not through those landmines, but you know, at some point. Ooh, you actually weren't woken up meaningfully. Cool, great. I think Sparklight can keep waiting. I think Bubbles should reload no matter what. I am tempted to throw down Overwatch, but I actually want them to get closer. So I will wait and see what happens here. There's your Overwatch cone, which I expected. That cone does not go that far, though, so it is not that big of a worry. This guy is pretty useless. This pistol is silenced, so he has a shotgun instead of a bat. Otherwise, the same equip as my Cyber Knight. For now, let's just wait. Okay, she is going to be running toward the jail, which makes sense. So the nice thing is she's going to separate herself because her VIP AI, right, is we're alert, run towards the point. And so she's going to be there by herself. These guys are going to try to catch up, but they don't go that far. That guy puts in a bad Overwatch cone as well, which is good. And you went way too short. That's kind of good news. Now, she might try to shoot us next turn, don't get me wrong, but she is pretty much hard-coded to run right up to here. Okay, so how do I get everything that I ever wanted? Somebody's running over to here. I mean, I want the boxes, and I want to basically hold this territory, right? I'm going to say Panther goes here, grabs this. Executioner's actually in a little bit scary spot. Like, she goes here and has a shot. I think Panther might sit there. Let me yield to see what Static can do. Static is in a slightly better spot. She has 1 more spare action point. So that means I can run her to here. Grab this box, then kind of come down a bit. In the box is nice stuff, actually. Oh, I forgot to check all the stuff I looted in the last mission. Or no, that was in phase 1. I couldn't have. We get some money. We get a sniper blueprint, or a sniper scope. This is, I think, another assault rifle grip. We get part of gold taxes. Ooh, nice. We got a level 2 pistol. That's really good. This is like a 20% almost damage increase. And then a blueprint that we can't use, of course. So I'm going to have you hug this wall so that you're a little bit harder to hit. They have to go a little bit farther up to shoot you. Because she totally might do that, right? That's still a real possibility. If there's enough AP, I'm very sad, and she could die. I would lose both war machines. I'm thinking... Still want you to mostly... Okay, we're going to escalate next turn no matter what. But I want to get as little tally as I can. I probably can't get by this without triggering it. That's what it feels like to me. I bet this all those triggers. So let's see. What's the best sort of set of spots for me to stand? I think it is the CK grabbing the box and running across. Or something kind of like that. We get a level 3. I think it's a slightly upgraded railgun what we've currently got. We've got another suppressor. Nice. I think putting you here is acceptable. Let the guards run up. I don't think there's any initiative shenanigans I care about here. We can just end the turn. Let's see. You are pretty far from being caught in Overwatch here. Like, you are outside. Let me turn off the vision cones again. Yeah, you're outside both Overwatch cones here. So realistically, it's more just which one do I want to shoot. I'm thinking just let's put lead into this Firecom. Since he has medium range and is kind of close. This guy, I guess he's alert too, though, which makes him a bigger problem because he's actually on a flank angle. Okay, you've actually got to be shot. You've got to be the one for sure. All right, this should look... Oh, shoot. I'm 1 AP short of using drugs effectively. I didn't think about that. I think I should still use drugs. Get the accuracy and the crit chance. I think it's worth. And it just means we go single target once and then full auto once. And then... Yeah, let's go. So single target. Guaranteed hit. Okay, it's something. Full auto looks a little bit nicer. There's the crit and the shred I was looking for. That gives Bubbles a pretty good chance at taking this kill down. As much as they all matter, this guy also matters. So let's kill you. This is virtually a guarantee. You low rolled. Okay. You rolled a 16. And I might need the CK to bump someone's initiative. Do I have that tool available? Yes, I pre-computed. Okay. So he can for sure wake somebody up, or I just roll well on initiative. I didn't roll well on initiative. I'm going to reload the shotgun. I think just no questions asked. I'm going to put you behind the Cyberknight, probably. I don't think I have a reason to use other tools just yet. Unfortunately, yeah, this guy is angry at me now. It is what it is. All right. And that is way too close for comfort. Reinforcements right behind us. They are not alert just yet, but they're certainly going to be. Yeah, there's no way they don't run toward us. 2 of them were sent to directly investigate, so these 2 are going to be sent towards here, where intruders were spotted. You rolled 11, you rolled 7, you're at the end at 9, or at 7 here. Or, yeah, you're in the middle at 9. Yeah, that's not good enough. That's a problem. Okay, well, I think Sparklight takes the shot, because he can kill for 2 AP. And this will be enough initiative, right? Sparklight's going to go up to 21 and get the shot at the kill. Okay. I'm going to yield. Sparklight, please kill this guy. Don't need to go full auto. Just regular shot will do. Great. Down you go. How do I effectively hide from all these idiots? I don't know. I can stand here and hope it's enough? Yikes. Don't love that, but it might just be enough. It also might definitely not be enough. Okay, what I'm tempted to do is shoot not full auto, just knock him out of Overwatch. Do a little bit of damage. It's not great, but it lets me walk all the way to here, which maybe gets far enough away, or I can like only spend 1 and then smoke screen or something like that. I think that's my play here, actually. I'm gonna... Ooh, wait, I could full auto and then just smoke. I would like to save it for another turn that's like more important, though. Nah, I mean, I think this shot's good. It's good damage. And I think I do need to smoke. What's nice is I can actually delay down until initiative 11 and still go for these guys, but I'm not sure I want these guys to get a shot at me. I think I would want everyone else to just run up. So I think it's full auto here. A crit, but no shred is what it is. No ammo remaining. You heard gunfire, of course, and I think the play is just toss a smoke screen down. I'm tempted to throw it this direction, which lets me move my sniper up to get line of sight at a couple spots. It means he will have to move the fight, but I think that's acceptable. So somewhere like this should be fine. These guys should wait and let most of these guys run. We'll see what happens. You are finally walking over. Let's see what you do. You do not have the ability to fight me. You're still in Overwatch. I still don't care. Okay. I think I want Bubbles to delay. What do I want him to do? I'm still not caught in Overwatch here, right? Like that cone does not, unless I'm really griefing, it does not catch this location. The tough thing is, though, because I'm starting my turn in smoke, I don't have the easy preview of what is truly available. Also, you can see, yeah, the cone comes out to, like, right there. So I should just barely count as safe. If I walk to here, I guess it's telling me I have line of sight on this. So I can walk out, sniper once, then walk back in. That's not amazing, but at least means I'm doing something. Which I think is still my best available play. I'm outside of JTAC when that happens, because that's the circle there. I don't have a good way around that. Right, here's a smoke radius, and then I would have to get... I mean, technically, this right here should be inside of JTAC, not inside of smoke, and not in Overwatch, right? Like, this should count. I think it might be worth shooting the mecha infantry just to, like, drop the Overwatch cone and make everyone else able to run around more easily. I'm guaranteed to hit it, basically. I think it's just, like, the right choice. And then spend 1 AP getting back in the smoke. And because I have 1 AP left, I'll reload the pistol. Now, my smoke only lasts for this and the rest of next turn, which means we'll have to fend for ourselves very soon here. And worth noting that Scramble is down until next turn, which is okay. Line Crawl is down for 2. So I can knock one of these mines down, but yeah, it gets a little spicy in a bit. Alright, are you going to keep running? Yes. Are you going to fight? Hopefully not. You choosing here? Please don't shoot me. Good. Alright. She separated herself, which is good news. You have another Overwatch charge. Alright, well, it's time for my best armor shredder to go shred some armor. Outside optimal range. I don't think it's worth it to drop an attack just to gain a little bit there. I think I don't need the drugs either. It's some move speed, which I don't care about. Let's start with Biocoat Bullets. A little bit of free damage. A little bit of minus accuracy. Please don't miss. Thank you. Please shred some freaking armor. Of course you missed. First shred. Don't worry, she only has... Well, I guess it only has 2 total collection points. It's not horrible. I am afraid of this being really exposed, though. That could definitely be a real problem. I could try to hide in here where I, like, have her block line of sight. I don't love that. I'm sure you can find an angle where you could hit me. We have to have this kill happen. We need this to come through. So, I mean, no matter what the play is, walk close. Actually, you know what? My ordering was off. I should have gone in first and used the pulse generator to drop evasion by 40%. Yeah, the, armor shred makes us deal more damage, but dropping the evasion would have made those hits all hit. Those shots all hit. That would have been better. Yeah, let's see. Who else has to go? You who don't... Yeah, okay. These guys all don't matter. So, I'm going to run you up here. I'm going to put you here. You're within 2 meters. I'm going to go ahead and pulse generator. This will do a small amount of damage. I lose some health. Not a ton, though. And the nice thing is now it gives a bunch of minus evasion, and so I can just go for some claw hits. Actually, I will yield here. There's a small chance Panther will shred. It's low, but it isn't 0. Oh, right. I have 0 IP. I can't. Okay. Claws it is. Ooh, wow. That was really good damage, actually. Yeah, I guess 172 kinetic when you only have 50% armor is not trash. And we're basically guaranteed all the hits, so that's kind of nice. You rolled a 12, which is not bad. Not bad for me. Bad for you. This guy might see smoke. Yeah, he's investigating where there were intruders spotted, right? Yeah, that's where I was spotted. Can you get into range with 3 AP? Yes, just barely. Cool. Let me drop everyone here's initiative by 2. Well, okay, not everyone. One person's initiative by 2. Makes future turns a little bit nicer, as far as I'm concerned. That's me being in range. I am a little bit worried about you, but again, with you rolling a 13 and you now being at 9, I'm sure I'll be safe. We can go for a bat strike. Your initiative is 12, so I'm not too worried about it. 10% to shred, we didn't get it. Not a big surprise. But half damage isn't horrible, so pistol shot it is. Not a ton, but it's something. Okay. That went alright. You are doing a normal patrol route. But now you found a corpse, now you're going to hunt. So you run up to the corpse, and then you're going to pick a direction and move. Oh, you're out of AP. Then you're going to go join him. What you got? Oh, yeah, and you have a club, which means you are immune to smoke. If you didn't know, yeah, melee. You can basically fight in melee and smoke no matter what. They rebooted a landmine, which I don't love. I'm out of ammo, which is a problem. You rolled an 18? That's higher than Bubbles. Shit. He thankfully only gets 1 strike here, from what I can tell. But I think I need to shock mine this. You are too dangerous. You're useless. But you are, like, actually dangerous. You can truly damage my guy. So I have to stun you. This is not allowed otherwise. You would hit him, and the way out would be way too hard. And I think I guess I can wait. There's always a world where I go for some bat strikes on something, but I likely go for a reload. But let's delay for now. You're going to run over here. Which way will you hunt? Yeah, cool. You hunted towards me being in bat range. I'm glad I waited. I didn't even really plan that, but it turns out that, yes, that was the play. Okay, only get... Yeah, I don't get too many strikes here, because unfortunately he can't path in a way where he gets line of sight on her. I didn't think about that one, but it's the case. She has 200 health. I'm going to run here. Yeah, I'm going to run... Well, I'm going to run here. That seems fine. That's acceptable. You have... Yeah, 100% chance to hit here. There's a hit. I will reload instead of shoot the pistol, because we're all stuck here anyway. It's fine. Panther gets to go. This is a guaranteed kill. Would I rather static get it and trigger red line? No. I think the answer is no. I'm just going to swing at the bat. Take my kill. Down goes the Executioner. No escalation yet. That's kind of good news. This location is a little bit unsafe. I'm going to go here, which should get me pretty well covered. I can't do a proper yield. I want to get behind you in initiative, and I can't. I mean, I could go for, like, this and shoot at him. Ooh, that's 24 range, though. That's not it, really. Yeah, this all looks kind of bad. Man, I really want static to go at, like, initiative 10 or so. Basically let these guys walk up and then hope to catch this guy in a full auto. That's just not going to happen. If I run to here, I have no AP left, so I can't shoot him. It's not the most dangerous spot to stand, realistically. But you could always try to run up and shoot me, but it's really not that bad. But I should still delay. I'm not going to be in danger for a little bit. There's no reason to rush this. You're, of course, running over as well. Going to make my life harder. Yeah, you're right there. And by the way, smoke ends at the end of this turn. So I can't get that much done. I think delaying you till these guys all have their turn is correct, though. You are investigating, but thankfully in the wrong spot. Static, I think, should delay and see what happens. You can go down to 3. Mecha infantry goes where? Not very far. Ooh, the armor buff is scary, though. These guys are now functionally invulnerable for another... Thankfully only 1 turn, but still invulnerable. Sparklight. Okay, so initiative rolls. 19, that's a problem. 20, but you're still stunned. Not a huge deal. I don't have Phreak Computer back yet. Nope, I have Interference Spike, which I'm pretty sure I'm not in range for. This guy is a problem. Maybe he'll guess the wrong way to go. I kind of doubt that. Either way, I have to do something. This guy needs to be killed. We go strike 1, then we stun, and then it is what it is. I could shock mine. You're not dangerous. You're still stunned, and I can shock mine you. Yeah, I think the play is I shock mine you. This guy has to be killed at some point, and soon. He's only got, like, 1 more turn of downtime. This is going to become a problem. But in the meantime, I can at least stun this guy. Although, no, you rolled a 13. I'm not going to burn that battery charge yet. I'm going to go for damage here and understand that I'm only skipping a couple of these guys' turns. You're at least down for 2 more actions, but you're only down for 1 more action. You're down for next turn's action, that's it. Oh, that crit is nice. You are going to eventually be killable. Although now he's going to report me, and that means we're going to get another escalation, and that's going to mean likely reinforcements. Please don't be scary. Good. All right. Initiative rolls. I don't know what yours is yet. And actually, you have a turn coming up soon. That's a problem. I can't really fight you as a result. If I go here and step out to shoot, you can still come around and shoot me back. I don't like that. I'm going to have to basically... Yeah, even interference like doesn't help me. Nice thing is, I want to call out, is I'm going to have Strike Zone and J-Tac back, which means I can get some decent value here. But yeah, Okay, I could Interference Spike in order to yield to bubbles and put more debuffs in. That seems incorrect, all things considered. So I think my play is just hide here, reload the pistol, and we'll do it all next turn. Because I don't have better options. At least I don't believe I have better options. He rolled okay on initiative. You're going to choose to take cover. You don't have line of sight on me. All right. So, we've got a lot to deal with here. We have 3 scary enemies on this side. And we have 3 scary enemies here. Which ones do I want to debuff is a very real question. I have J-Tac back next turn, which I'm going to put somewhere like this area. I have an HE grenade, which right now isn't that valuable. Everyone who rolled well... I'm just going to have to, like, hope that you don't run right toward me. Which is not the best of ideas, but it's all I've kind of got. I'm thinking... It just has to be a strike zone of these 3. Even though these guys are very scary and they're very real... this guy's actually killable on his own. We're probably not even going to try to kill that guy. Similar might be for you. I mean, you're going to take a little bit to even be in reach in the first place. But I feel like actually achieving these kills is possible and required. Let me double check a couple more things. I want to check what Kazubles I have. So I have an HE grenade. I have an HE grenade. I have an HE grenade and some shock mines. And then you have drugs and a first aid kit. And then you have nothing left. You've already used everything. Okay. So I think it is strike zone these 3. I think we hope we have enough damage to kill them. If I aim it right, I can maybe get 4. Like, I can maybe catch both of you. Let's make sure your feet are in. Didn't get you. Darn. Yeah, it wasn't actually close. I was never going to get it. But you guys are debuffed. That's important. I'm going to have you spend an action point to get onto that guy. Don't know if it's any good, but I have no other tools. I don't have melee. I can't get outside the smoke. And I don't know what my initiative is going to be. You're at 16. You're at 17. You're at 14. Okay, so I can basically walk out, shoot twice, walk back in, and hope it's good enough. This guy rolled low, which is important. Oh, that hit chance is nothing. Okay, let's not bother. Okay, then the goal is stand somewhere with cover and end your turn and get, like, your cover bonus and initiative up. I can also throw an HE grenade, which is not a bad use of my... It's going to wake up this guy. Like, they're going to for sure investigate the... I mean, you're going to probably see me anyway, right? I think it's still worth, like... Actually, yeah, because as you walk up, you're going to turn alert off of seeing all this go on. I might need to stand here. I know it's hard to see. If I go here, at least I'm in, like, what is, you know, moderately counts as cover. And Sparklight is a little bit safer as a result. I'm really going pistol heavy, which is not great. I'm also open to these guys, which is not great. I think it's just end the turn. This sucks. I think it's pretty likely I lose someone. I'm a little bit too hedged in, and the escalation is going to make things worse. Please spawn far away, at least. Okay, you guys are too far away to really matter. You probably need to start making some progress. So I'm actually going to run you all the way to here. We need to get stuff done. If I go here, I can still Crimson Vector, right? Yeah. Let's do that. Crimson Vector to... Wait, is that... Really? Can I not? Okay, I have to just walk. That's too bad. Panther rolled well enough on initiative that I should be safe. You're stunned and you're not going to be fighting her. Okay. So, run there. I'm going to go ahead and eye laser you for some crit chance. It's basically free. I'm going to claw. I can only claw once, but we're making progress. And he's getting low. Like, we will kill him. She rolled pretty poorly on initiative. Okay, those are not too close, but they're gonna reach. I would love if I had one more smoke grenade to get out, but I don't. I can hopefully get good enough cover to not die to the people up on that side of the map, but let's see. You're suspicious. Oh, I'm so fortunate. I'm so fortunate that you've heard zero combat. So you just truly aren't doing anything spicy. That's so lucky for me. Tactical Surge will boost the team pretty well. So let's see. Yeah, you're acting. You're acting, and we really can't hide from you. Okay, let me dodge the landmine. Grid. I want to go as far as I can while still being in range, which is right here. It tells me I have range on this guy. I will lurch forward and strike. I can then end my turn right there pretty safely. We'll do that. Really? You're not dead? That sucks a lot, actually. Static can still clean it up. I'm not worried. I want to go here and then use whatever tools I need to use to keep my team safe. You're doing nothing. You're alert and going on 16. Bubbles has JTAC available. I'm going to do a short yield so that Bubbles can just throw buffs down. We're going to fight from vaguely around here, it looks like. I'm not going to think too much about it, because pretty sure it's, you know, close enough to what's going on. You still both... Okay, you're acting at 16 next turn. You likely get killed by Sparklight. These guys, yeah, their armor is up is the problem. And what's fun is actually I can run all the way to safety. He's actually... If I want my guy to live, he actually can. And for now, he's just, you know, in high cover. He's got the cover bonus going on, so like these attacks are not going to be accurate. I am highly confident that Sparklight and Static get the kills they need. The tough thing is that Static is going after you, which is really scary. So Bubbles is fine, but we actually need Static to not get ruined here. So what that means is Panther needs to drop your initiative if I can reach, and I can't. If I go here, I still can't reach. This is a problem. I believe... Yeah, this is like... I'm not blocking almost any line of sight here. Yeah, I don't have a good way around that one. This just kind of sucks. I can stand there. That doesn't really do anything. How do I get Static to safety? How can I at all? Or is she just screwed by this dude? And maybe I can wait, and maybe he shows up somewhere dumb, and I can interference spike. Maybe I can... Like, I could security scramble this, walk out here. Now, if I security scramble, then walk, and then use interference, I'm in the middle of nowhere, so that's not possible. And you might just, like, immediately go into Overwatch. And I have nothing to do. And then these guys walk up and I'm really sad. I might lose the Merc. I should just take this kill. Let's see. Yeah, I think I should just take the kill. Would have been nice an earlier turn, but okay. Let's just put you in safety. We'll see what happens. I don't have ways around this as far as I can tell. Let's see. Sten is just going to mostly sprint around, it looks like. One thing to note, actually, is Biomimic lets me ignore Prox Mine, so I can actually run in a straighter line if I spend 1 AP on that, which, you know, may well be worth it. Let me just pop this. Makes the whole thing a little bit easier. I think standing you here in this cover is acceptable. Nowhere else I'd really rather be, so I think it's just, you just do it and it's fine. Don't think I need to use the drugs for anything. It's not going to change any outcomes as far as I can tell. Panther rolled 21, which is good. That means Panther can drop this guy lower if needed. All right, let's see what we get. Am I going to lose the war machine? She's getting shot for sure, right? Yep. Okay, that wasn't horrible. Do you have 2 shots, though? No. Good. So the fact that I gave her heavier armor was a pretty big deal. I cut it by 65%, or 68%, which is really, really good. Unfortunately, though, it means that I'm also down some of my killing tools. You're at 16. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, you can definitely do some stuff. Do I want to stun you? Is it worth it to stun you? You're at 22? What? Oh, my word. Who do I want to actually stun and try to deal with? Can't get rid of all of them. So the question is, like, what's valuable here? So I'm no longer hiding from you, for the most part. I mean, obviously I can, like, run pretty far and, you know, get some stuff, but it's like, even if I'm standing there, I can strike. I'm in cover. I have 5 AP, which is not horrible. I mean, the best stun has got to be... It actually might be the shotgunner, weirdly. Also, as they walk up, they're going to turn alert, which is going to be bad for me. And the blooder might throw stun, like, you know, very deadly grenades at me, which I'm sad about. Yeah, does stunning you matter? Does stunning you matter? I have smoke back next turn, by the way, which is good news. So I can use that to, like, get down these steps to run to safety. I would like to get my entire team here, but it's not going to happen yet. I'm at least 2 turns away from evacuating. This is also a very long mission, holy moly. I can only stun one person because you don't have line of sight. I think let's not bother. I think my answer is let's not bother. So I'm going to start by going here. I would love to use Crimson Vector appropriately. Looks like that'll get me into reach. That's good news. Let's go there. Crimson Vector will mimic simply running for the most part. Can't really do better than that, unfortunately, but it's something. And then I can run to here. It tells me I will lurch out to take the strike, which is good news. So, strike 1. Nice. Strike 2 is a guaranteed kill. Claws are a maybe. If I get it, I get to, you know, trigger another buff, and I'm very happy about that one. Let's take the risk. I think it's reasonably likely that I succeed. Oh, I only have 1 charge left. I'm griefing. Okay, that was a waste. Well, you're dead anyway. Down you go. Should have batted first. Actually would have worked, I think. Alright, let's see how the shotgunner does. I'm a little bit... Okay, everyone's in cover. You should miss. Yep. You have 2 shots, though. Oh, you don't? Okay. Thought you had 2 shots. Maybe you had to spend 3 AP to get here. Yeah, actually, you might have. Alright, so. I don't have Line Crawler till next turn. Panther's not able to act for a little bit. If I shoot, you're going to hear it, and I'm going to for sure be sad. But I have no choices. Yeah, his chance state was 22%. Thank you, high cover. This guy's going to look pretty good. This has to be a reload, and then look for a fight. So no matter what, I've got to reload. And then I've got you, or you. Well, you wake up next turn at 16. You're done for 1 more turn. So you're the best one to shoot at for sure. These 4 hear gunfire, which is not new news. That means this shot is pretty decent. Oh, we crit and shred. We take those. Now you're down to pretty low health. I have some move points that I could run to here with. Is that useful? Not terribly. Why would I want to be here instead? I'm technically close to the exit, because it's just a very short step up that way. I'm a little bit easier to see for you. I would not have line of sight on you, which would be something I would care about otherwise. Weapon range is 9 meters optimal for short, which means, yeah, I don't want to break that either. I don't want to be out there. That's actually worse for me, I think. Although I'm really worried about you turning aggro and throwing a grenade at me, which actually makes me want to spread out a little bit. I think you're a 16 means I can get my team to move. I'm okay running out here and being a little spread out. I think that's actually correct. I'm outside of JTAC, but I think it's fine. All right, you're gonna walk over. You turn angry, right? Oh, they're on different teams. Wait, no. Oh, they do count as different teams. Okay, cool. So they aren't sharing status. Actually, no. Hold on. Right. This never comes into effect, but it's actually a real thing. Drones do not share local alerts with human guards. They actually have a different connection. Now, because the drone was part of the VIP's pack, the drone turned alert when the VIP turned alert. But drones otherwise do not actually talk with humans. So when they walked up and turned alert, you turned alert only because of this, I think. And then you turned alert because of, yeah, and then it propagated. But I'm pretty sure, right, when somebody walked up here and just started moving around, it wasn't the drone that got him. It was this guy who was just close enough to trade, to change, to share status. I'm pretty sure that's what went on there. Anyway, we have some angry guards who are very much able to shoot me. You're at 16. I have just enough to actually go for this kind of stuff here. Low cover, very annoying. But look, you rolled a 20. You rolled a 21, which is a problem. You rolled a 17, which is a bit more playable. Yeah, look, all I've got is I'm going to shoot this guy, and it's going to be okay-ish. Yeah, unfortunately, you're not in strike zone, but at least I'm under JTAC. It'll be what it'll be. We got 2 shots. Alternative is to go for pistols here. What I really need is, yeah, I don't have it, is I would really want Panther to be able to let Sparklight go early and throw it on smoke so we can all be in cover there, but that's not going to happen here. So yeah, let's just shoot the Whistler. First shot's okay. Please keep hitting. I would like you to have high rolled, but you didn't. 37 to hit is not a lot, but I've got nothing else going on. Yo, we take those. Finally got a little bit lucky. We'll spend this action point getting slightly closer because I can. I mean, I guess, right? Save me a meter. Okay, Blood is going to turn angry. And that's going to be potentially a real problem. Yep, so you got woken up. Please don't grenade me. Okay. But if your initiative's good, you're still going to grenade me. So, you know. Escalation is what? It skipped. Okay. I'm happy with that. Right, so this guy walks up. I should all be in high cover. Yep. 22 to hit. This one might hit. Nope, cool. He missed his 222s. That's nice. Again, thank you, high quality cover. You know, I think my EV was getting hit, you know, once by now, but it is what it is. Let's see, what do we have? So we have this chop shop going relatively soon. That's very scary. I think what I want to do, and let's see, you can also go, but you're hopefully not going to be a big problem. What I want to do, I think, is slow you down. By slowing you down, Sparklight goes after Oopso, and I can get the entire team. Oh, unit die as well, but that's not going to be a problem. I'm going to run up to here. Actually, wait. Am I able to do any kind of delay? No. I need to run to here. Basically stop behind this little box. That's acceptable for now. I have 1 AP, which is actually good. So I'm going to stand here to get this shot. It won't kill, but that's fine. I'm behind cover. I get to take 1 shot. I'm in J... No, I'm not in JTech anymore. The shot's still decent, though. You're in a strike zone. That's good. Down you go. Okay. Okay, for some reason I can't count. I thought Security Scramble was down. It wasn't. Sparklight at least has Line Crawler, though, so it doesn't really matter. You're done. That's okay. Please don't run toward me. Okay, cool. Great. All right. So you are going to now knock down this landmine. And you're going to throw smoke somewhere. So it's going to be basically... Let's run to here. I think here's a pretty good spot. Actually, what I want to do is... Yeah, I want to cover most of my team. I want to also cover the stairs down. So what I'm thinking is... And I really wish it drew a circle, right? Because I would really want to know the exact details here. If I can get Static inside the circle, Sten can run into smoke, Bubbles can run into smoke, Panther will already be in smoke, Sparklight can be here and hitting this guy. So as long as the circle catches, like... Or, like, I can go up to right here. And maybe with magneting, I can get... Yeah, I can go to here, right? So if I'm here, I have a strike on you because he'll step out from cover. Let me turn snapping on. Doesn't really matter. Right there, right? If I'm here, I'm in striking distance. And the smoke is going to hopefully reach the whole squad right here. And give us the space to start moving down. So let's go ahead and hit you once. You can wake up next turn, but at least you'll be low. Using the bat for a stun won't help anything. It'll be the same duration. Actually, what I could do, and I should do, is actually smoke screen and then wait. I'm going to hope that this works. Yep. Okay, cool. What it allows me to do is let him waste his stun turn, and then that means my bat stun will apply into his next turn, instead of overriding the current one. So, Sten. I'm going to have you run to, like, I don't know. Does it really matter? No. Let's run you to here. That seems fine. I can't quite get out. That's okay. Turn 11 is a tactical surge turn, so we can get a lot of AP and go really far. Put you there. Great. Bubbles is already safe where he's standing, right? Although maybe he'll throw a grenade into the smoke. I doubt that, but I guess that may be something that guards will do. I think you just delaying is fine. You're in smoke. Unless I'm really griefing. Yep, we're chilling. Static is fine where she is. She can also go for some bat-based gameplay. Looks like right there is clearly inside the spot. So we can go ahead and strike twice from there. No J-Tag buff, it is what it is. Strike one. Ooh, the crit and the shred. That's huge, actually. That's you being dead, then. This should count as you being in smoke, by the way. Unless I'm wrong, but I shouldn't be. Okay, he puts his chop shield up. This guy is going to take cover. Yep, okay. Sparklight is okay for now. I guess I'll walk as close to the front as I can while still being in the smoke. That's going to be... Yep, that's me standing right there. That seems fine. Sten can then go do the same. One thing I could do is like run down here, although you still rolled high on initiative, so that scares me a bit. Let's just stand... It's fighting me a little bit. Let's stand here. That seems safe. Let's go. Let's take a step back just to be a little afraid. Okay, you're fine there. And then Bubbles in a similar boat. Put you kind of against it. I believe with Tactical Surge we can make it. I believe that's 9 action points worth of moving. If I'm wrong, I'm going to be very sad, but it should be okay. The Line Crawler bounces something. We get reinforcements, because of course we do. Really have to make sure we make it all in one move. Otherwise, we're for sure getting shot. So you are hunting, but not that scary. Oh, wait, I just can't count. Yeah, okay, Tactical Surge is not up, and I can't make it out. That's a problem because, I'm just going to be stuck, like, here. So this turn is going to be, like... Because Smoke's going to time out, by the way. This turn is going to be, like, the team runs to here, hopes that hiding here is good enough. And then, if it is, great. If not, yikes. Also, I can't delay the right amount. I'm going to be stuck at initiative 9, which means both of these go after my Cyber Knight, which is not acceptable. I can at least yield you down to 6. So I think I have to pre-compute myself up to 17 or 27. I can do it at the very end, but yeah, gonna have to do that probably. You're taking cover. That Overwatch cone shouldn't be a big problem. Static needs to yield to go down to 16. You delaying at 7 is going to be enough to get out. Taking cover, good for you. Bubbles at 6. Static can delay down to 6. Sten can delay down to 5. Yeah, this is quite spicy. You're angry for good reasons. Oh, we're like so caught out here. I mean, we should be able to run down here and it's okay, but... Oh man, I'm gonna be 1 AP short actually. I can shoot, but I can't use my bat because I have to use pre-computed. Otherwise, I have to go nowhere, which means I'm caught. So yeah. Panther is gonna self-buff. I can now delay to 7. Let's have these guards take their turns. I'm glad you're going the wrong way. You, sadly, are not. Okay. Well, this is going to be an experience. Let's get to what safety we can, which is not much, to be honest. If you're there, at least, you know, this is giving me partial cover, but, like, you can totally shoot, for example. It's going to be a whole ordeal. But this is what I have to do, right? I have no other real options. I've got to try to make it for the exit. There's no better ways, like, better place to fight from. Ooh, shoot. And you guys can see me? I did not think that you were going to... Yep, okay. Well, it is what it is. Strike one is good. Actually, you know what I should be doing? Is stunning. I don't need to kill you. I need to have you not act. It doesn't matter what goes on. As long as you don't act, I don't give a shit. Cool. You're no longer a character. Good enough for me. Gotta kill you? Sure. Panther is going to... go here and shoot once. It's kind of the best you've got. It's behind a decent amount of cover, hopefully, in most cases. Actually, I want to drop their initiative by 2 with look ahead. Gives me a little bit more to work with. Not a lot, but a little. And then, yeah, it's just going to be stand here, shoot the gun. 6 AP is going to work there. You rolled a 14. You rolled a 15. That's not the end of the world for me. I mean, my CK for sure rolls above that. Because pre-compute will count for a second turn. It always does. You get basically 2 turns of that buff. This kill actually, maybe not important. Yeah. Yeah, it's actually not. Oof. This is a little gross as well. I get some pistol shots. It's fine. Sparklight roll of 12. That's already bad. HE grenade's not useful. CK has no tools up, right? Nothing to change any turns. Nope, not at all. He has an... he can throw shock mines at worst. If I have to, he can shock mine. Also, I'm not even sure this kill is important, right? Like, well, I guess it is because Sparklight can't move. So we take some shots. What's nice is that they go into Overwatch, I can strike zone it and turn that off. Alright, it's Static's turn to go be useful. Definitely want to use Ripper Blades here. I might legit Ripper Blade this guy just to get the buff, but I think it's not correct. I think we just simply go here twice. Let's see, I'm not within 2 meters there, no, so I've got to go... I want to be somewhere where I have line of sight in these guys so I can, like, use the assault rifle I need to. Okay, what I'm going to do, actually, let me take a step back. I'm going to go here, get out of the smoke, so I have my my previews. And then if I'm here, this will actually count as a strike. So like I can melee from there. You can see, wait, no, yeah. If I go here, I can still melee. It's telling me that I will lurch out, so I can go for claw attacks from here. And if I can do 2 claw attacks, I can print action points and then shoot if I want to. If I go here, yeah, so like if I stand here, the reason I would do that is I will count as hard cover for these guys, ideally. I'm still in the melee attack range to get this. And this should kill in 2 chances. Unless I get really, really unlucky, which shouldn't happen. Down you go. It's a little something. Do I want to shoot these guys? Well, Sparklight is going late, and I can't change the ordering on that, so yes. I should go here and try to frag. Now, the alternative option... No, I think it's a shoot. I think we just shoot. And it's going to be decent damage. It's not a guaranteed kill by any means, don't get me wrong. But I think this is my best chance at it. You're still not a character, but you guys matter. A little bit of damage, not a kill. But we can wear this down, right? Panther can get some stuff done. Alright, Sten's turn. That's not a great spot to be. I still have no bio coat. I can go here and get 2 pistol shots. It's not the best, but it exists. Just don't know how scary these guys are going to be. Like, if you walk up, you have a good shotgun shot at me. I have no idea. You might. I like could lose my Agent EX here. I don't actually know for sure. Still don't feel like the move points and stuff matter, so I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to run down. It tells me I have line of sight here. Nice thing is, like, pretty much my entire team rolled well in initiative, so we just kind of shoot with the pistol twice. Got to figure out how to get Sparklight to safety. I still have no idea. No one has the tools for that. Sucks if he dies. Really don't want that to happen, but I have nothing else going on here, so... If we can't, you know, save him, let's just get rid of as many enemies as we can, so that, you know, it's hopefully not miserable. There's some damage. Not great, but it's something. Alright, let's see how we do. A guard is missing. Reports of dangerous intruders, reports of gunfire. Interference. Escalation is... rebooting some devices, that's fine, we got past them. Alright. Alright, so Panther. He rolled high on initiative. I have a million HE grenades. I actually don't dislike using these here. What's fun is actually this guy blocks line of sight, but there's no way I get around all this. I could try to shock mine and block some of this. I'm actually really tempted to be honest. But it means I have another turn of not going for the exit, and I really want to try to go for the exit here. But how do I get rid of you if I don't? Okay, legit, I'm thinking the play is throw one shock mine to stop the captain. Throw it there. And it's really just stand on the exit. As ugly as that is, I think that's the play. I have no tools. I'm not sticking around. I'm out. Bubbles is not in quite the same boat. I'm here. I'm going to throw down Strike Zone. Actually, ooh, I kind of want to... So, I kind of want to save Strike Zone in case I get caught in Overwatch again, is the thing. That's like a really valuable tool for that. So what I think I want to do... Let's see, what's the range on this? You're at 19? It's actually at 18, that's good enough. Well, I don't want to have a bunch of recoil, though, is the thing. So let's see, I'm running to right here. Let's go as little as we can, which means go there. If I go there, shoot once, my recoil's not horrible. Oh, the problem is I can't delay at 0 AP and then, like, cast Strike Zone. Doesn't work that way. Actually, is smoke back up? No. Okay, that's scary. I could lose my EX here for sure. Still, though, the play is run to here. Get people in the line of sight. Strike Zone to make the kill easier. Right, you're stunned. You can be removed. I can easily make it out afterwards. Down you go. And that's safety. Static does not really need to do anything. You're stunned. You're stunned. I don't care. Is there anything I would do? Is this shot useful at all? Not that I can think of. Oh, wow. Both of you rolled poorly. That's a concern. Well, if I'm able to, like, run like this anyway, I might as well use my 4 AP to do something. So let's just shoot. Because I can. It costs me nothing to put the damage in. Ah, nice. Crit and shred. So if you have to kill the guy later, we can. But you're also leaving. Let's hope this isn't completely miserable. Let's hope it's not completely miserable. You're running up. I think you're out of AP. Good. You have AP left to shoot with. Ow. Sparklight took damage. You might kill here. Or at least down him. Oh, I'm huge. One more. Okay. That's enough that he's not yet dead. I don't know if he can actually make it all the way out, though. Does he have enough movement? I'm going to do a short yield, which will still put me ahead of Sparklight. Oh, that's a problem. He basically has to roll really high on initiative to not die. Okay, question. What does Sten have? He has a first aid kit, which costs 2 action points. I have no other tools left, so all I can do is run and hope it's good enough from everybody else. Yeah, I might lose the EX. Damn. Yeah, I got caught in a weird spot with no tools. I could have prioritized a bit more safety, I guess. Yeah, if I had gone for just one strike to stun and then, you know, spend AP getting to here, likely could have been fine. Well, he might die. It is what it is. I'm just going to hope that I outroll you on initiative, which is certainly not a guarantee. We'll see what happens, I guess. So you can make it with 2 AP to spare, which means I can do this and it's fine. He rolled a 12? Oh, he's so dead. He's so definitely dead. Oh, well. I'll give you fighting chance, buddy. Good luck. You have a shot, right? Okay. Whatever. More reinforcements. It is what it is. You're still stunned. No one else is. You have a shot, I think. Yep. Oh, you're going to grenade me? Oh, he's so done. Ow. Okay, that's not much damage. That's nice. You've got a shot, though, right? Yep. Well, he's not bleeding out yet. I don't know how you would miss. You have 2 shots as well, by the way. Bleeding out. Second shot kills. Okay, if you don't have a shot for some reason... No, I mean, both these guys have shots, right? You're out of AP? Oh, the guy shoots, though. There's no way this guy doesn't shoot. Bye. Yep. Okay. It's fine. That was miserable. So, tell me, who sent you? I think you know who it is. We had to protect his identity. Too many ears reporting to the Brock clan. My father, then. Troy came to us, convinced us to track you down, and drained his hidden funds to pay us to drop into District 83. But we've heard the story. We know things aren't simple between you two. I took his path willingly enough. Can't blame Trey for it. Sounds like he risked it all this time. We could say he's ambivalent, or we could say he's actually angry. But I think him being happy with his dad is a good thing. Took the path willingly enough. Can't blame Troy for it. Sounds like he risked it all this time. Just glad to see you're alive. Sounds like you were the prime mover behind that, so thank you. Otherwise, the Brock clan would have had the last laugh. What will you do now? I wanted to say thank you and goodbye. You're my son. You've done more for me than any son should have to. This is the last time we're ever going to talk. Need to wrap up our business with Troy. Let's talk alone then. The job is done, and we'll take care of Sten's next steps and exodus from New Boston. The Que Milieu hadn't captured Sten to cut the implant. They were bounty hunting for the Brock clan. They sent an executioner to kill Sten. If there are Brock military operating here in New Boston, they'd have to be under the command of Clara Brock, the niece of Johann, who inherited most of his restricted stock. We will make sure he doesn't fall right back into the trap. Thank you. That's why you called us. We just take care of it. And he's gone. So, what do? We could help him out of town, maybe Atlanta or farther west. Getting him to Phoenix or San Francisco would be harder. Maybe we need someone with his unique skill set. We could ask if he's interested. It's unlikely that Brock will forget him. They'll make another pass. We'd have to be able to handle that. Well, none of us down here doesn't have some demon on their shoulder. Let's consider it. Keep him somewhere safe long enough for us to decide. Maybe at Tuckmore's, the worst coffin hotel, but the best hush-hush around. Sten is waiting in the roster for your review. Yep, Sparklight's dead. Turns out, being underleveled and, not having all my tools at low cooldowns, yeah, fairly relevant. Either way, we got some stuff. Of course, we lost the level 4 assault rifle. We lost its suppressor and grip and all that as well, but we got some replacements. She's gained some XP as well, which is kind of nice. Our next mission is going to be a Q-gap spike and an assassination maybe in short order. Gotta say, yeah, having the fewer and weaker tools definitely is noticeable. We'd have a lot more damage in a lot of cases, so even minor things like, I guess this is already as maxed out as it would be. He was going for other damage tools, going in toward, Nest or whatever, but even just like a second charge of some of the EX stuff, like, I don't know if I would have gotten smokescreen cooldown anymore, but a second charge of supremacy, things like that, might have mattered. Minecrawler being better, possibly. Actually, my Cyberknight having a rewind back would have changed things, because if I'm level 7, I'm always rewind here. I could rewind for a smoke, and we'd always be safe. And he would have died. So, yeah, specifically being underleveled is what killed him, because I would for sure be able to rewind there. Either way, that's what we got. We can go ahead and train the sniper. Doesn't have much to really acquire right now. These are all points I don't care too much about. Although since I am sticking with sniper rifles, I might want to go into more of these tools. I think I'll end up going for a hit streak nest instead of going for the skull shot line. I will probably go up to nest, then I'll go up to empty lung, and then probably come down to fleeting. I think fleeting is actually pretty solid overall. So let's go this way. Those are the things I can spend. I'm thinking I don't need to hire Sten for this mission yet. I can hire him later. Ultimately, the team for this mission is going to be... I'll probably buy the Snoop because I have money to spend, so I might as well. There you go, Dansall. Thank you very much. But yeah, we're just going to put my... what is it? Going to put my... why am I blinking on the name of things? My hacker in here. And that'll be decent enough. We can check all of our recently gotten gear as well. Yeah, we got level 4 melee, which has a lot of kinetic. We got a slightly improved railgun. We can see the comparison here. A little bit less accuracy. So, you know, about 4% less damage dealt in functional practice. But more than 4% expected damage and damage per hit. The range, though, might be a problem. I'm not sure. There's a chance that I actually would rather have 35. It's close enough where, yeah, I might choose to skip. Of course, his pistol is clearly superior if we compare to the Defensor. 4 accuracy, 36 extra damage. That's, you know, more than 20% more. Noise is not a problem. Recoil is not a problem. Yeah, it's pretty clear improvement. We still have the backup Street Dragon, which isn't too bad. But yeah, so let's do just like equipping ourselves for this mission real quick, and then we'll be ready to go. So highest gear level. I'll recruit you after the mission. Let's take away the mods and equip this as the primary. We'll still put these things on though. I think backup pistol is worth it for you as well. So I'm actually going to switch these mods off and go here. That's what I've got. So you got this gear. Your secondary is going to be probably just the first aid kit, I guess. I'm pretty low on consumables, all things considered. War Machine can switch things out and grab the better club. Might as well. I no longer have any extra grips or anything. We have this suppressor. It's kind of nice. You... Actually, I think... Yeah, we're going to have the War Machine. I'm going to unequip this stuff. I'm going to equip the new assault rifle. Suppressor. Got a lot of options here. Let's take the -15 recoil. Makes sense to me. We've got... Ooh, we've got quite a few optics for choice. Yeah, let's take... Accuracy and optimal range is still. We're capped out. Actually, do I need this? Optimal is 26. This will bring it up to exactly 30, so yes. We have a really nice assault rifle. The full auto arc isn't great, but it's still good damage. Again, I have no grips or batteries for that. So there's the equipment here. My sniper has a sniper rifle. Keeping it silent seems correct. No better suppressor. Yeah, no better mods anywhere. Actually, this is superior. Straight up more accuracy. More recoil is not a big deal. We'll just take the accuracy. Feels good. Again, no pistol mods here. And then the hacker, ultimately, we're going to say... I don't want to keep clicking over. You're going to have the assault rifle. It's going to have limited use on you, but that's fine. Drop some recoil. Drop. Put in the better of these. She's not going to use it a ton, but it's there. And then, yeah, as we saw, you're already fine as you are. So that's the squad. Looks decent. Double check there's nothing I'm looking over. As far as I can tell, there is not. Oh, I can replace the shotgun at some point when I actually hire that guy. We've looked through all these already. The blackout lattice has some evasion on it, but is overall lower armor. Might wear it on the sniper. Let me double check if that's better or not. The mesh jack versus the blackout lattice. The lattice has more initiative and more ballistic protection, which is better. Yeah, I think this is superior. I'm gonna wear this instead. Slightly superior as far as I'm concerned. And then, yeah, that is basically the squad. I'm going to unequip this grenade. You're stressed. Can't do anything about that one. Okay. That's mission complete. I've got to actually try to find the time for actually going into the counter intel pod. One thing I could do, by the way, I won't, is I could take this mission right away and run it, leave her in the SimStream trainer, and then she'd get even more XP before you run that. But I would rather run these missions and get paid while you're still on the bench. Basically, run this, then grab this, then run that. Have a good amount of downtime, and then use that downtime to start using implants. Because ultimately, our... wrong place. Our new doctor contact. Where are you? Yeah, you have multiple beds. I guess I'll show it. If I wanted to get a display link, he's got 4 beds here. And it's a very short downtime, right? For my Cyber Knight, it's 2.5 days. For everyone else, it's going to be about 5. And so I can get my entire team to have way better ranged accuracy. It's going to be a pretty big improvement. We can also put in the ADVX filter to cut off move speed penalties and give some stats. Downtime here, also only 8 days. And then we can also grab, I don't know, other stuff as needed for various people. But yeah, we're going to be able to start investing in meaningful upgrades very, very soon, which is nice. Okay, so that is it for this episode. It went pretty long because Phase 2 took a lot, but we at least got through it, despite the death. We can use the Underworld Hub tokens to keep getting more mercenaries. We should be fine. Should be able to keep progressing towards retirement. Would definitely like to get him into handpicked. The funny thing is, I actually might respec again. Actually, level 7 is 2 pointers. I do want handpicked, actually. So everything is not on cooldown, so I'm not cheating. But I'm going to basically go in and be like, actually, respec you again. This might have even also been wrong. What I'm thinking about is I have less value for Dealmaker's money since I've got a lot more money now, and it's hard for me to use it because implants take a lot of time. I still want Puppet Master like this, and I want the influence for sure. I need Dealmaker, I need the influence. There's like, no, I'm not doing that. And then I'm going to go here. And then what I'm thinking is, I think I still want to grab this, but I'm going to level up, go to 7. And so what that means is basically, if I go, I'm tempted to not learn that. I might learn this. But if I learn this point, level 7, I get +2, and I get to take handpicked and get +2 levels on my mercs. Which, for how much being underleveled is hurting me, I kind of feel like I need this. As it turns out, I'm like really desperate for XP and levels, and so I have 1 point to spend on whatever I want. And I'm thinking it's going to be influence for corporal contacts, because honestly, this guy is a corporal contact, and I want him to get influence so that he can get better at his medical services. And so coming in here and saying, look, I'm glad I got money for a while, but now I need influence. And I could have maybe skipped this, right? It's 10 influence only if the contact is giving you a influence secondary mission. That, you know, there's a world where I unlearn this one as well. But I'm out of SimStream trainer tokens, so it is what it is. But yeah, I could totally have seen a world. Again, I still think it was correct for me to have invested heavily in the street side for money early on. I was low on money for all my room improvements, but yeah, now it's the spot we're in. All right, so the goal is essentially, well, I want to wait 1 day to let my heat burn down, so I'm at sec level 3, not 4. So I kind of still want to spend that day. Height limit break, also good. That's one thing that also happens when you get this going on. I think this is fine. Yeah, I guess I'll let a little bit of time tick forward, because I want my stress, I want this heat to burn off. Oh! Do you remember that UNA researcher we got canned with the Heartbreak Rush job, Lavina? I've been keeping an eye on how she landed in the underbelly of the NBZ. No money, no citizenship, no clue what this world is like. Thought we were done with that job. Things have not gone well for her. Unfortunately, she got caught up in a syndicate snatch scam. Lavina took employment at a street-level tech house, signed some contracts, got settled in to make meager pay, doing meager work. The bosses at the office realized she had some major potential, found out she's ex-UNA, and pounce. They made up some infraction, blamed it on her, and it will cost her a year of her piddly salary to pay it off. Of course, Lavina doesn't have the money, and will have to work it off. A story, old as time, the cycle will repeat, something else will happen, a new debt will pop up. And with syndicate security hanging nearby, she is now a slave to their machine. Been keeping you up at night? You have a soft spot I didn't know about? Well, it was either I'm being calculating. I took a long look at her dossier when we were doing the work, and Lavina has the chops to be a very dangerous hacker, or we did the job, which included destroying her life, but we could offer a new one below the level. With us, or on her own, she's too talented to end up doing some small-time financial scams for a syndicate. Even if we don't decide that she's a fit, we could do something to repay what we did. The UNA are the ones who destroyed her. They didn't even look at our flimsy evidence. If they had really looked, they would have seen through it and exonerated her. Sure, but what does it matter if she spends the rest of her life slaving over the Seven Dragons' web of financial scams in the Matrix? Which syndicate? It's an up-and-coming financial crimes house, calls themselves Seven Dragons. It's a delicate situation, but it's a very small amount of money. We could buy it out for 20k. Or we could wipe out the syndicate? I'm not sure if a bloodbath is the best way to bring Lavina onto the team. If we buy out her debt, then she's in our debt. Okay. Let's buy her out. We'll bring her in for chat. We'll spend 20k. We can afford it. Let's make it happen. Even if we don't pick her up as a valuable asset to the team, we've still done a good thing for the day and didn't have to wipe out any syndicates. Consider it done. I'll get her situated in a coffin motel and waiting for us. So we have 2 new mercs now on offer, which now includes Lavina. Unfortunately, darn, it was too late when the combo popped. But if I had simply run this mission first and gotten the tiny amount of XP that this guy needed to level up, she could have been level 5 instead of level 3, which would have made our jobs a whole lot easier, but it's too late now. Either way, she's pretty solid. Corp Cushion gives her some negative stats, but she has Digital Rush for some solid XP and Matrix IO. Has some solid Matrix AP and Connection Repair, which is nice as well. Has a really good amount of tech, which is pretty wonderful. Will's also pretty solid as Stress Resist. Terrible combatant, right? Negative reaction means minus move speed. Negative strength means generates bonus recoil. But, you know, can be a gun hand if needed. If truly needed. But, again, reasonable hacker. Only downside is she absolutely hates Warner Braun. And considering we have Warner Braun contacts, she will just refuse to go on some portion of her missions. That said, of course, redundancies are useful. There's always a chance my hacker gets killed, so we will likely hire her. But as with the other one here, we'll hire them both after we're done with all of our current missions, which is this one, and then we can handle all that later. So we'll run those convos when it's time to hire them. For now, it's not time to hire them. Somehow managed another 2.5 hour episode. It wasn't the intent, but it was a pretty intense mission. Let me do one more piece of something. I guess I can't afford the Underworld Hub upgrade yet, so what could I possibly do? I could go cold storage. Don't really need that either. We're already putting in pieces to the counter intel pod. Can't bump the Simtrine trainer any further. I guess, yeah, the barracks, 60k. This is bump it. It's fine. All right, that's going to do it for us. We'll kick her out of the trainer. We will run the Park Street lease. We'll then grab the assassinate job. We'll then run that. And then we'll hire our 2 new recruits. That'll be the options. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.